Whoa, Mr. Hammam, you're already here. How did you do it? He's already in the stream. This guy's nuts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another late night stream. It's Sunday night, going into Monday morning. No, not Monday! I hate Mondays. All right, we're getting things set up. It is a wonderful final week of June. It's very roasty toasty outside. You can't really do stuff out here unless you're swimming in the lake. And man, we're kind of over swimming in the lake, man. That is one stinky lake. You know, we had the option to do that. We looked at each other. We're like, wouldn't you rather just lay around on the couch? I was like, yeah. All right, let's see. Today, we do have something new. Topps Series 1 Spongebob. Very rare. We also have a hot Magikarp break. Cool gym breaks. Live card shop. All right, there it is. We're live for Sunday night, starting a bit late. It's 2:18. We're almost an hour late. I have an excuse. I was messing around. No, I was taking today off. I really didn't get anything done this weekend. I really just hung out with Karis today. All day long. I can see I have a whole row of messages to respond to. Should I look at them? Let's see. We'll mark this on red. Mr. NHCC wants those cards graded. We will do that very soon, very soon. Let's see. Okay, Mr. Adam. Okay, here's a Mr. Marcel. He says, let's see. Okay. Oops. Alright, somebody was asking if now's the time to sell Pokemon cards. I'm going to tell him to hodl. Okay. I'm going to mark this on red. Here's Harsh Badge. Okay, Harsh Badge is thinking about canceling his slab away. All right, let me see real fast. All right. Here's another message. Oh my gosh, so many messages, guys. Holy cow. All right. So here's a gentleman who left me a message. And he said I could read it out loud. I don't mind if you read this out loud. He says, I found your stream in January, and it's been fun hopping into breaks and ripping packs with you and the TCC crew. I'm a disabled veteran, and recently my service dog passed away. It's been difficult focusing at work, but watching the stream has helped distract me from my missing pal and stay locked in on the tasks at hand. I appreciate the consistency and the conversation you offer, in addition to the quality product. Looking forward to more chatting and card collecting. Best to you and yours in your move. Wow, that's really nice. Here we are. I'm going to mark this on red. Well, it's a nice message, but the thing about the dog passing is pretty tough. Yeah, when I was a kid, we had multiple dogs, multiple cats. We had bunnies, and I completely remember them all passing away. All animals eventually pass away. That's the tough part about animals, is we tend to outlive them all. And it is pretty much like losing a family member. That's how it feels. It really does. I'm going to hit play on this music. It's very tough. So I'm glad to hear that this is a nice distraction. It's a nice distraction for me, too. This is my favorite thing to do. Here we are. All right. So, what are you guys doing tonight? Let's see. The only thing that's hot is Mister's breath. What? All right, I just breathed on you. So here is a very special item we have now. This is Topps Series 1 Spongebob. We've only ever sold Topps Series 2 Spongebob. I've got a box of Top Series 1 SpongeBob sealed, but I don't want to crack it open because every time I see that box for sale, whoever's selling it wants multiple thousands of dollars for it. It seems to just be really weirdly rare. But that's it. That's Top Series 1. Do I have the box in my closet? I don't think I do. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I can show the box to you guys real fast. All right. So I figure a proper introduction to these are should be had. I got my Gatorade here. I'm gonna have my Gatorade. Boy, was it roasty toasty outside today, man. It was hot, hot, hot. Let me have a sip of this. I'm on a PSA hunt listening from BC, Canada. Cuddling my dog right now. Crazy KR says, I'm a huge dog person, so that definitely hit me. Here we are. There was a lot of chaos in my home. There were 11 children, and yeah, we would have like 2 dogs, a couple fish tanks. I guess my dad just liked, I don't know, living things. We had like a whole clutch of rabbits. For me, that was a real chaotic memory. So I like peacefulness nowadays. Not a lot of things in my home. But here we are. The dogs always liked me the best. How crazy is that? I never gave the dogs extra attention as a kid, but they just loved me for some reason. All right. Here is a SpongeBob box. I believe I got it from one of you guys, actually. It was a follower. He might have listed it on eBay. I can't remember. And then I think I reached out to him. I said, hey, would you sell that to me direct? I think that's how we did it. I can't remember. Something like that. And I got some loose ones, okay? I'm dying to know what's inside of them. You get 3 trading cards and 1 stick of gum. How fascinating. So there's actually gum in these cards, just like the good old days. And it's not too old to chew them. You should try them out. I'm sure the gum's still good. Now, I've got to pick a price for them. I'm going to pick a very fair price. And then you can buy one sealed if you'd like to put it into your sealed collection. And then hopefully somebody opens one because I'm dying to know what these cards inside are. I just got no clue. I've never seen them open before. But yeah, this is very cool. This is content you don't see very often. So this is very rare content. And I can't wait to work on it a little bit. So let me put this box back in the closet. I'm going to keep that sealed. That's part of my vintage collection. Here we go. All right. SpongeBob was a pretty big part of my childhood. My parents couldn't stand it. We all loved it, but my parents would be like, turn that crap off. Nowadays, SpongeBob's pretty elite, along with stuff like Shrek. So, we have to come up with a price. So this is what I have. Would be cool to work with you, says Gregorio. Yeah, that would be cool. Well, if we move, we might have to pick someone new to work with us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there's 24 of them. I'll offer to help Alexis move. I don't know if she's going to relocate just to work for my card shop. You know, her mother-in-law's out here in Camdenton, and I don't think that's about to change. Okay. Grabbing this. And then let's type this in. Type in Bob. I bought a card tonight. Really pricey one. I shouldn't because I'm supposed to be saving up to move, but I was like, I had to grab it. All right, here it is. I've got these. Divided by 24. Says to sell this, wow, for a really reasonable price. Okay, so we're going to do $35. I'm just going to sell one, okay? The rest of these are not for sale. Just one's for sale, $35. I want to know what happens with it. I have to see how good it is first, and then we'll see what we do with the rest. So $35, there's just one for sale. Call it out so multiple people don't buy. Heck, I'll put 2 for sale. Okay, there you go. Call it out if you'd like it. Maybe it's for the best that I actually send these into grade with PSA, if you think about it, right? Because how many graded SpongeBob packs are there? Top Series 1, right? But we got to see what's inside of them. We have to know. Do you ship to Canada? Yeah, I do. I ship to Canada all the time, actually. We ship there constantly. We ship to Canada. We ship to France, UK. We ship to Indonesia. We ship to India. We ship to Japan. I've shipped to Hong Kong multiple times. I've shipped to Singapore. All over the world. The most common, though, Canada, UK, and Australia. Canada, UK, Australia. We have a lot of friends in Canada, UK. Whoa, that pack's a bit fatter than the rest. Huh, maybe that one should be open. Oh, look at that. Some of them are skinny and some of them are fat. At first, I thought this one was standing out, and now I'm seeing that there's only like 3 skinny packs on the right side on this one. So, weird. Something to think about. Maybe we'll remove the skinny packs and send those off to grade, because I suspect they won't have as much in them. They won't have like a specialty card or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it has to... Oh, you know what? Maybe it has to do with which side the bubble gum is on. Maybe it's just the bubble gum. Oh, yeah, the bubble gum makes the package uneven. Look, skinny on this side, fat on that side. All right, mystery solved. That was pretty fast. So those are $35 each. We want to know what's in them. Let's get started with the queue. Let's find out what's going on over here. Okay. Cora, 7 habits that are destroying your brain. I could probably think of more than 7. Okay. Here is an order from Mr. David J. Smith. Let's see. He says, authenticate the Minecraft mushroom. Let's go grab that mushroom. Okay. This is good because we got to work on Mr. NHCC's cards, and so this will give us a little extra to do. 6 is thicker than that pack. I'll buy the fat one. So there are no fat ones. It was a misunderstanding, 6. It was a misunderstanding. Basically, look. See, these are fat, but then you turn them on the other side and they're skinnier. So I think that the gum inside of the pack, notice it says 1 stick of gum. I think the gum is unevenly distributed within the pack. So it's making, I can feel it on the pack. It's like the pack is fat in a weird way, and it's the gum. You can tell it's the gum. Okay. Very good. That's mushroom. I'm going to use this even though, there we go. I'll just mark his name off. Good luck, Crazy KR. Thoughts on the bombings? Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday. You know, people are probably tired of talking about it. There's a little stress over it. People don't all agree on it. David J. Smith. It's something that's still ongoing. I mean, we really don't know what happens next. We don't know how it's going to go. Maybe it's a great thing. Maybe Iran sort of waves the flag and says, all right, we don't want to play with this anymore. Or maybe it escalates and there's a whole, like, you know, taking down of the Iranian leadership. I don't know. Here we go. I don't think they're just going to roll over and be like, all right, you got us. You can tickle our tummies now. You know what I mean? Okay. And then let's see, authenticate. Timestamp clip QR has been added to Discord. Okay, we're going to say QR. The QR code thing is popular, so we're going to remember that. No custom message. So would you just hand sign and date the back of the slab label in the available blank space? No. So I don't sign a lot of things. I just sign things on a rare occasion. Here we are. All right, beautiful. But the whole thing will be made by hand by me, all right? Very nice. All right, perfect. That was the last part. I didn't quite understand that part. Yeah, I don't do this. I don't do a lot of signatures, and we do that on purpose to make people who have like a nice little TCC signature card, they can say, haha, I got one or something like that. You know what I mean? Here we are. Ooh, here's Fortress. Here's Nidoran. Beautiful. And here is Trafalgar Law. All right, let's see what you guys are saying now. Let's see. Do you got any Power Rangers? No, though that's an interesting one. Would you be interested in trading me some Final Fantasy packs for my Jolteon 10 card? Ooh, I might. That's an interesting one. That's a quality product. And the Final Fantasy cards are quality too. Actually, are they still moving up? Let's see. So, since the last refresh, they were 1214. Let's hit refresh again. 1214. Are you ready? 1207. Okay. So kind of stagnant in the last 24 hours. Hasn't changed. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, they're both quality products, so that's not a bad idea. It would allow me to have a Jolteon for sale, so that's definitely interesting. I might be open-minded to that. Would you like to do that? We just have to agree on a price. Did anyone else wake up and notice gas prices are $4.14? I'm doomed if bombs are thrown. Virginia has the most naval bases. No! Fight for Hypno. But man, look at the gas prices. Yeah, gas prices will probably go up for a while. And this is because Iran provides quite a lot of oil to the world. And so they're going to say, oh yeah, well, we won't sell you oil. Which is weird because that's sort of like self-imposed sanctions. It's like they're shutting down their own economy to try and beat us. But economically, we're already way better off than them, so they could overthrow themselves. I mean, their own people might get tired of that crap. They might be like, what are you doing? We need money. So our cost of living goes up a little bit on our side. On their side, everyone who works in oil is out of a job. It's a pretty severe decision. You can get away with it when you have sort of like communist leader style power and everyone does exactly what, like you're a king. So you can get away with that for a while, but there's going to be people going, hey man, what if we just had peace and you just opened up that canal and I got back to work? You know, like I got family to feed. Here's Steven Gonzalez. He says, for the Final Fantasy break. Ooh. How many packs would you give me? I'd be interested. We just got to agree. Yeah, let's take a quick look at the Jolteon real fast. So it's help me understand. It's the Jolteon SIR, right, from Prismatic? Funny enough, I don't feel that the Jolteon's the best looking one from that set. I feel like it's mostly Umbreon, Espeon, and Sylveon. Sylveon's okay, but I felt that the Jolteon was one of the ones that didn't look as good. Let's see, Jolteon, Jolteon, SIR, Prismatic. Here it is. Okay, and let's sort it by highest. I would have to immediately turn it into a break because I couldn't wait around and speculate on whether it goes up or down. I wouldn't be able to do that. All right, it says, oh, that's an 8. Hold on. I'm looking it up for you. I think this is it. I think this one right here is the cheapest, $5.25. Is that right? This one? 8 people watching it, $5.25. And then what do we do for our packs? Like $130 or something like that? It's like $130, I think. Final Fantasy. People are going nuts for that Final Fantasy. So $5.25 divided by 132. I'd be able to give you just shy of 4 of them. Maybe I just give you 4 and we call it Besties Forever or something. We are. I might be open-minded to that. Because, again, I could take that Jolteon and turn him into an instant break. Only downside is we got too many breaks going on. There's too many breaks already. So that's the downside to that proposition. There's just so many breaks. All right? But, you know, over time, they'll all squeeze through. They'll all finish. Just takes time, you know, every Friday that goes by, really. Here you go, Steven. Okay. We should link up crazy. There we go. Nice. So that should be... How many people is that? Is that 4 people? That's 4 people. We need 2 more people for the Final Fantasy break. 2 more people and this goes off. This is real scary because one guy gets 2 packs for $45. Everyone else is going to be missing $45. So it's a costly break. Okay, that was Steven Gonzalez. Thank you, Steven. We have an order. Mr. Hawk, he says... For the Spongebob. Oh, yeah. Okay, so where'd I place those? I just placed those somewhere. Here it is. All right, so we have 2 of these for sale for $35 each, and that's it. No more after that. If you bought one, call it out so that people don't try to buy it over and over and over again. Moment of truth, guys. We want to know what these are all about. This is no other than Top Series 1, a Top Spongebob set that we've never opened. It's very weird because it comes with a stick of gum. And I don't know why Topps decided on that because there's a lot of sets where they didn't do that. So it's a bit strange. Maybe because it was for kids. This is from 2009. Interestingly, there's only 3 trading cards in there as well, which means you really have to get your money's worth out of 3 cards. Never opened these before. I've never had Top Spongebob with holographic cards, so I don't know if this will have that, but I'd really like to see that. Because the other Spongebob set, Spongebob Series 2, does not have holographics. All right, there's the gum. All right, here's the Chaperone. Ooh, that looks great. Okay. 10 Happiest Moments, the Slasher. Yeah. And Pearl. All right, well, it's about exactly what we thought it would be. That's exactly what we thought it would be. We thought it would be cards just like this. Just give me Halo Spongebob. All right. The Slasher. How much for you to chew the gum? Oh, that's a good question. Is it safe to chew gum that's a bit old? So if it's 2009, that makes it 16 years or something like that. That's not even the age of consent for gum. Oh, there we go. Look at that. They kept it in a holder. Can't smell anything. Wow, it's brittle. I bet this used to be pink. Chew the gum for me. Nah, I ain't doing that. All right, so there you have it, Mr. Hawk. Hawk was the first person on our channel to open up a Top Series 1 Spongebob. That's so cool. I like this one a lot. I feel like if this graded 10, it would do pretty well. Pearl looks pretty basic. This looks kind of like a basic card too, but this one actually has some style to it, don't you agree? Like a movie poster. Chew it, mister. Okay, so with an H... I'm waiting for my brain to wake up, man. I got a zombie brain right now. Mr. Hawk. New bag for you, Mr. Hawk? I'm trying to remember if you have a new bag coming. I think you're a new bag, right? Hastan. Hijun. Hamam. Do you yourself answer eBay messages or do you have Alexis do it? I myself answer the eBay messages. Only thing is I don't answer them very often. So if somebody contacts me and says, hey, will you change the price on this to a lower price? There's a lot of times where I just don't even open those messages or respond to them because it's like, you know, the answer is pretty much no, and so I just don't worry about it. I get a lot of requests for a lower price on the display slabs. I get constant requests for that. They want the display slabs but cheaper, but I don't lower the price on them because the price has already pretty much been dictated by the supplier, not by me. And so I could lower the price if I wanted to sell them to you guys for free, make no money. Not you guys specifically, but eBay. And so, you know, I always tell people this. I say, well, you know, if you want to buy a huge amount of them, we can cut you some kind of volume deal because of all the savings on the shipping. But that's about it. Nothing else after that. Here we are. All right. So if you're buying like 20 of them, yeah, we could cut some kind of deal probably because there's some shipping money to save. Could you hook me up with the 5th and I'll buy into the Final Fantasy pack break too? So Mr. Jonathan Lewandowski, what you're asking for with the Jolteon is basically just for me to buy it. So what I looked up was the cheapest buy it now price for it, which was $525, and I'm offering to just buy it for full price. No auction, no last sold, none of that stuff. So you would give $525, and then you can just spend it on anything you want over here. But if I wanted to lower the price of the Final Fantasy, I would just go lower the price of the Final Fantasy. A 1/5 of an ounce. Let's see. We have Michael Pettiford. 7 packs of Black Flame. 7 packs of Black Flame. Let's see. That's going to be Korean. And it's going to be over here. I can pay the difference for a 5th pack. Ooh. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, we'll set this over here. Good. And we'll flip this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 Lost Abyss. Okay, 3 Lost Abyss. Ah. Yeah, you got to think, you know, if you trade them to me for full buy it now price, which is what I offered, you're avoiding a 13% eBay fee. So that's not so bad. You're already kind of getting it kind of good that way. You also don't have to spend any money on shipping. So that's however much money you like to spend on shipping. If it's a big expensive card, you might do priority shipping, so that's close to $10. So $10, and then whatever 13% of 525 is, probably about what is that actually? I'll just do a calculator real fast. My brain was in better condition. I could do this in my head, I bet. $68. $68. So you're saving about $78 if you just traded it to me already. And then you get, I guess, 4 packs of Final Fantasy. That's what would happen. Here we are. All right. It's not like a trade that I'm like dying to have, because I feel that the Jolteon could be hard to move a little bit. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's why I was speculating on the desirability of it from the prismatic set. I'm down for it. Like I said, I can pay the difference for the 5th pack. Sure, you can send in for a 5th pack if you like. Here we go. Let's snip this. Okay. And we'll snip this. So then the trade is for 1 Jolteon for 4 Final Fantasy packs. Does that sound good? All right. It'll give us some entertainment tonight, that's for sure. Get some of those hot Final Fantasy packs open. Nobody's complaining about that. Okay. I bought a PSA Yu-Gi-Oh card from your eBay store a while back. Oh, very good. PSA Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh, yeah. You know, I made those really cheap over time, right? Those PSA Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they were not selling. They were pretty random cards, and they were getting pretty old. And I really just wanted to see them go. I was a motivated seller. And so I just kept dropping the price and dropping the price. I was like, somebody's got to buy these. If I put it up there for $1, somebody's going to buy it for $1 for sure. Okay, here's Houndoom. You got the... Oh, no, not the... Why would we keep pulling the femboy? Look at, he's got the pink hair. He's got the frilly coat. Oh, my gosh. Okay, and there we have it. Okay. Bloop. Michael Pettiford. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. Yeah, when you guys place an order in this stream, that is the entertainment. You guys entertain everybody. It's kind of like a gift. Keep us all on the edge of our seat. Is that the right word? There we go. On our tippy toes. Why do they make these homo cards? I don't know. Maybe because people get tired of seeing people looking normal. You know, you get bored and you're like, give them pink hair and a frilly coat. Okay, here's Nidoran. Here's Petrarunt. Heracross. This beautiful card. I really like that one. Mudkip. I'd like to see this Nidoran sell. I'd like to see that. And so I'm going to drop him from 80 to 40. So he's going to be $40. That's half off. And then you're going to go straight in here. Okay. From 80 to 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Nidoran. Welcome to the late night live stream. Should we call it the overnight stream? Because I feel like it's more like the overnight stream. When you think about it, we stream until the sun comes up. That's basically the overnight stream, right? We start at like 2 a.m. in the morning. This is the overnight stream. There we go. Love helping you guys add some cool new things to your collection. There we go. Korean fusion art, the same as Fusion Strike. Sort of. Not perfectly the same. Is the Gengar in there? No. See, the Gengar's not in there. Same with the Japanese version. So for fusion art, the Gengar's not in there. What is in fusion art? Does anyone remember? Fusion art has, I don't think it has the Espeon either. Does it have the Espeon? I can't remember. Somebody look it up. What does fusion art actually have? It's got Mew and Mew Alt. It does have a couple other things too, like a Rotom Alt. I can't remember. Mew. Yeah, it's a Mew set. Exactly, it's a Mew set. I sent for the 5th pack and a spot in the Final Fantasy pack break. Ooh, very nice, guys. We have an exciting order coming up soon. That'll probably be one of the bigger orders of the night. So, clicking on this. We have Mr. Ivan Rodriguez. He made an order 16 hours ago. This is a pre-order. He wants the Poliwrath. Ooh, Poliwrath. All right, let's get that Poliwrath. There he is. That's a good one. Zamazenta. $15. The Zamazenta. I don't remember that one. Do you guys remember a Zamazenta on the table? Oh, it's this one. Here it is. $15 Raikou. Now, I believe that is also one of these PSA 9s. These are from Adam Pashuis. We're helping him liquidate a couple cards. I can help you guys liquidate some cards too. If you got some cards you don't want to have to do the work of selling, you just want to see them up here on the table for fun. Here's a Raikou. He wants the Stoutland as well. Let's keep our eyes open for the Stoutland. Oops, there's the Stoutland. Raikou. Oh, Raikou. That's Raikou. Why was I thinking Raichu? Got any cards featuring Togepi you got on your table or stashed away? No worries if not. You know, it's so funny you should ask that because we do have one right here. It's pretty nice, actually. Here it is. So this is one of the... If you don't understand the Southern Islands kind of came out before Neo did. This was just before Neo. 1999. Neo comes out a little later, and it's this really beautiful set. This one gets an 8.5. The top pulls in Southern Islands go like this. Mew, and then Togepi. So Togepi is the second best pull in the Southern Islands. So there is a Togepi right there. All right. Move these around a little bit. You got any Salamence EX Deoxys? EX Deoxys Salamence. I didn't even know there was one. No, but you know what I did get? I did just get an Emerald Pikachu. Let me show you. So I saw this Emerald Pikachu pop up, and every single time I see this Pikachu pop up, he goes for tons and tons of money. So here he is. Look at that. I grabbed him. He ends up being $1,600 with taxes. You want to see a close-up? That's the Emerald Pikachu from the Emerald collection. What I really liked about this one was the fact that it has PSA's latest certification number, which is a very, very tough certification to get a 10 on. And what that tells me is the card's closer to pristine. It's a strong 10, so that's very good. There you are. And I think that's how people see it. So these add up into $69. Okay, and so now I'm going to write this down for you, Mr. Adam. Plus 82. You walk away with 130. So you got 130. That's pretty easy, isn't it? We're going to use the other marker. How much is it to PSA grade a card? Here you are. Okay, 130.5. Ooh, that's very tempting. We'll have to think about it. Don't think about it too long on that one, because that Togepi, I would rank that as high risk for being sold. That one could get scooped up any second, in fact. You never know, because there's some guys out there who really like Togepi. Okay, Mr. Ivan. Ivan's treated us very, very good. Okay. All right. Good. I'm in Vegas on a trip. If you're in Vegas, you know what they say about Vegas. The syphilis that happens in Vegas comes with you home, and then you have to try to tell your wife what happened. Jose Ordano, one spot on the Lugia break. Oh, yes, the Lugia break. Very popular break. Moving up to 3. Okay. Lost 300 in poker. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, that's a bad feeling. Best 300 you lost? I don't know. Worst 300? I can't complain. We know all about losing money opening cards over here. I opened up a $1,000 Aquapolis pack the other day, and oh, I know where the cards are at. Like this, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. Cool. So this is up to 3 now. Well, that's great. The Lugia and the Magikarp are both halfway done. Go to Gordon Ramsay Burgert. Ivana Humpalat. I, too, like to live dangerously. Right. What do we have? We have Diane Bailey, 4 Topps movie packs. She ordered that 2 hours ago. Diane, I hope you're awake. 4 Topps packs. Wow, she's really treating us to these Topps packs, man. Really enjoy this, Diane. They are. Okay. Okay. Just went down a rabbit hole. What the heck is a Gengar high-class deck? Oh, are you talking about the Japanese version of the Gengar VMAX? Altart? You know, he's like a promo or something like that in Japan. Same with the Espeon, I believe. They're both promos. All right, that's why the English one's better, because the English one's not a promo. You actually have to be lucky and pull it. All right, this is for Diane Bailey. All right, I sent you money, mister. Sounds good. We're just working our way down the list. There. Can't leave Diane waiting here. Oh, you got a good one. All right, I love these packs where it's effectively... Oh, tail end of the race, dude. Look at that card. Tail end of the race. That is really good. There we go. That is such a nice card. All right. That's why we open these. Doop-a-doop-a-doopy-doop-a-doopy-doopy. Okay. You let me know when you want to ship, Diane. I'll get you some special shipping because we don't want to lose any of this, huh? Ooh. That is a die-cut card. It's a bit odd, isn't it? And these are basically like another hit. People love collecting odd stuff like that. The way that works is supposed to be Blastoise, Wartortle, and Squirtle, and they come together like a puzzle. Nice Bulbasaur as well. Ooh, nice. The starters and Mewtwo. Dude, you can't do... Look at this. And this card's solid too. Like Team Rocket. You can't go wrong with this set. It's just too many great cards. Too many great cards. There are. I'd run out and buy another box or something. Classic. Mr. Best in Class service, but just a little slow. Here it is. All right. We're going to grab this. Who's a bit slow? There. Good. All right. Pack number 2. You ready? Now, make sure that those don't touch the corners too much. Ash looking pretty hungry. Here's Charizard, Pikachu, and the Mews flying. Pikachu looking pretty upset. Okay. Not as good of a pack as the last one, huh? This one has a bad corner, notably. Okay, so Diane, I didn't do that. It came out of the pack that way. Yeah, letting you know that. Okay, that's no good. Don't know why that happens, you know. Just part of the manufacturing. Part of the manufacturing. They screw it up sometimes. Okay, that's why 10s are valuable right there, guys. For anyone who's never really believed in the grading, you know, Pokemon card grading, there's a good reason why 10s are so expensive. Is because they really do help us understand which cards are printed better. That's all what it's all about. Not all cards are created equal. Okay, next pack. That shiny little that shiny little 10 means a lot when it comes to valuing your card. Oh, man, that's Charmander. You got to pull Charizard out of here, man. So we've got a Charmander Holo coming out. That's great news. This is going to be awesome. You guys ready for this? Check this out. Beautiful little card. Oh, my God, dude. Look at that. Beautiful card. All right. Where's my sleeves? Here they are. That fossil box was crazy. 2 Lapras pull and a Raichu. Look at that, everybody. Whew. If she got a 10 on this, I bet this would be like 200 to 300 even. Possibly. Because that is one very sexy card. It just is. So this round is really good for you, Miss Diane. Look, you went pretty deep to get to this point, and it's paying off. So check that out, everybody. The top loaders don't do these cards justice. Just wait till they're graded. I hope you get 10s on both of these. You can see these cards are coming out in excellent condition. Still hoping for that Charizard, right? There is a possibility, but not a guarantee, for a Charizard to be pulled out of that box. The way it works, Charizard seems to come out of like 1 out of every other box or 1 out of every 3 boxes. That's what I noticed. I actually even think there might be a pattern to detect when Charizard's in the box, but I'm not sure about it. Here you are. Stop selling those packs, HODL. I'm being very nice. I'm selling some high-quality packs. High-quality stuff. I think you guys got some fun stuff to open. Diane's been treating us, man. This is a treat. She's going deep. She takes a risk, too, you know. It's not like these are guaranteed to be nice. You saw the one with the crimped corner. That didn't look too good. Whatever it was, smushed corner. Donphan. He's not super popular, is he? Here's Bulbasaur, but he's, like, knocked out. Here's a Blastoise. All right. And not bad. The water race is on. Okay. So Charmander is in there, same style as Charizard. Yes, exactly, same style. Yes, same style as the Blastoise too. So and so you can pull Blastoise, Wartortle, Squirtle, Venusaur, Ivysaur, Bulbasaur, Charizard, Charmeleon, Charmander, all those in the same style and all hollow. And it's a super big deal because they look really nice. They look really nice in this set. And again, I often call this the Charizard Tops box because of how many Charizards you can find in here. Besides the fact that the really good Charmeleons in here with the great artwork and this cute Charmander, you also get this tail end of the race and a couple other Charizard cards. But this is probably one of my favorite Charizard cards in the set that isn't just the main Zard. It just looks really good. You get a full view of his body. He's chilling out against a ledge. It's really nice. All right. Well, that was pretty good. That was for Miss Diane Bailey. You know, this order cost her $340. And if she were to get 2 10s, one on the Charmander, one on the Charizard, not only is that all paid off, she's flipped value. She actually got quite a bit more than she put in. So that was a lucky round for her. Thank you, Diane. I think there's a chance, Diane. You'll be surprised how hard they are still to grade, even when they come out in that condition. It's because PSA's grading standard is so tough these days, but yours at least have a shot. That's what's so nice about these. All right. And I guess I'll toss these to the side. What do you think about base hitting $36,000 peak price right now? Are you talking about the unlimited base set? I've got 2 boxes of that, so I hope it reaches that price. Philip Webb 2 live customs from Philip Webb, ordered 29 minutes ago. Here you go, Philip Webb. Thank you for your patience, Philip Webb. 1, 2. That's 2 cards. 2 cold ones. Hello, mister. How much for the top Spongebob? They were... I was only selling 2 of them because I might end up grading them all as graded booster packs. I don't know yet. Here's Miss 6, Final Fantasy Pack Break. 6, I tell you what, you've been a really big customer for a long time. That was actually a $45... Wait a second, is this wrapping up? I'll let you in there for $40 for fun, 6, okay? How about that? Oh, so there is only 1 spot left. Oh. And this is what you were trying to get into, right, 6? Here's the deal, though. If you happen to get pulled, toss me a $5 tip, okay, 6? So cover that last $5. I don't even know if she knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, so this is $45. It's an odd price. Normally we do $40. So there you go. If you get pulled out of there, toss me that last $5. We'll consider it a gift for now, okay? Here's Noctowl. Here's Umbreon. Here's this interesting Karuda Drowsy. We've got Umbreon. Never going to sell. Umbreon's in this really annoying category where it's a 9 and it's expensive. And so this is like the least likely card to sell. People just don't like cards just like this one unless it's like Charizard or some insane crap like that. I don't know how to describe it. Like my gut knows that people want this card to be like $50 or something. You know what I mean? But it's not going to happen. He's a nice Umbreon. Here's Giovanni Benahan. He says Final Fantasy Break. Oh, dang, Jonathan Lewandowski, you are literally going into the next round because Giovanni was ahead of you. So if you bought a spot in the Final Fantasy Break, you will not get to see it. It's going to be right after this. Sorry about that. Looks like 2 people were jumping. They all wanted in. Here it is. There we go. He just bunker bombed your spot. Is that Classic Collection Blastoise 9 still in the stack? Ooh, I don't know. Did I have one? I think a lot of those Classic Collections sold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. 6 people are in. So this break is going off. Is Tammy here tonight? Miss Tammy? There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is an especially painful break this time. I don't know if we'll run it this way next time because I feel like 45 is just too high. I mean, 40 is kind of like a peak already. I feel like going above that, you're just asking for pain. The next one's already half full. Oh, is it really? Okay, you hear that, guys? So people do want another round of this. So we will be running another round of these Final Fantasies. How many do I have left? Yeah, I got enough left. Okay. Making sure, because I'm still waiting on my other ones to arrive. Okay. Okay, give me a number. Yeah, he bumper bombed you. Bunker bombed. If I send now for the break, how much would it be? And would there be another break? We are going to host another break, yes. 1, 2. Okay, Mr. Brandon chose the number. Thank you, Brandon. How are you tonight, Mr. Brandon? Okay, here are your cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Kind of slide these into each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not so good. No! Feeling like a failure. Nah, what are you talking about, man? What's your biggest struggle in life right now, would you say? What's your biggest struggle? You are? Everyone's got a struggle, Mr. Brandon. Okay. Give me a number and we'll get this broken. Your parents? Do your parents beat you up a lot? I don't like that. That would make me sad if they're beating you up a little bit. Parents have a lot of demands. So Jonathan says 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, there it goes. So we have a break. And it is Jeff on 1. Sorry, Jeff, not this time. Steven on 2. Sorry, Steven. Okay. Giovanni Benahan on 3. Sorry, Giovanni. Oh, 6. Oh, looks like you're sending me $5 more. 6. Oh, all right. Could that be 6? Here's Elijah. And Miss Janice. Thank you all. Sorry if you missed. It's pretty rough. Breaks are pretty painful. But that is a one way to get the packs. You could always buy them outright. Don't forget that. That's an option to just buy them outright. Of course, this is just a different way to do it, a way to have an extra layer of entertainment if you're an enjoyer of RNG products. All right, 6. So like I said, I said, I'll throw you in for 40, but you got to tip me 5 if you end up getting pulled. And in this case, you did. Let's go ahead and grab these over here. Rigged. Yeah. Toss this over here. Very nice. If it was rigged, 6 would have a lot more wins. She just gets into a lot of breaks. She loves the breaks. Here we are. All right. Now 6. We got to get you a gold chocobo. That's the next step. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Oh, wait. Very nice. 7's the key number. I did it. You got lucky, 6. You actually got lucky here. Yeah, so you owe me 5. I'm going to toss this here. Remember, that's why I said. And now you've got these 2 really fancy packs. Are you ready? Just a nice little 40 Kokobo for 6. Okay. Brandon and Jonathan chose the numbers. That's right. Okay, here goes. Final Fantasy. People going insane for these products right now. This is the most popular product. Okay. So we got this first card hero. Ooh. We got Raban, Bull of Alamigo. Okay. There we go. Kefka. Oh, it's Kefka. Kefka's cool. Whoa, look at that. Nibelheim Aflame. That's a nice Sephiroth card. Oh, that's a mythic rare. Okay, cool. So that's a higher rarity. Titus. Yuna's Guardian. He's a mythic rare too. Minwoo. White Mage. It's a little racist. Let's see. The Regalia. Ooh. And Forest. Also, this next card tends to be a nice looking card too. There it is. Torgol, a fine hund. Barrett Wallace, the Gold Saucer, Black Waltz, Ether, Massidian, Summon Kokomog, and Light of Judgment. Cool. Titus gay AF. What? Yeah, he's kind of a dramatic outfit. Okay, here's your Fine Hound. That's a nice card. Here's the Regalia, Minwoo. I don't know about Minwoo being valuable. How'd you do? If you are watching and you know about the values on these cards, let us know how she's doing. Here's Titus. Borderless is pretty much always worth sleeving on on its own, mister. Here's Titus. Here's Nibelheim. It's Nibelheim. Kefka. Oh, this is like a reverse holo. It's really cool. Okay. And Rabam. Hey, what's up, Mr. LaFlame? He says plus 200 ATM. All right. Ooh, very nice. I saw crypto is down a little bit. There's a little market fears right now. Maybe a good time to buy. Might be a good time to buy if there's market fears over this war. Is anyone else not worried about the war? This is like a war I am not that worried about. Normally I get a little nervous. Here's the Masume. Ooh. So you get another Sephiroth card. Whoa, that's looking good. Wow, Lightning Lone Commando. That one's looking real good. Look at that, guys. Holy. Whew. Jesus, dude. Monday, Tuesday will be Chaos, Chop, and Down, in my opinion. Wow, that one is very nice. Wrecking Ball Arm. Squall. Umaru. Balthier and Fran. And Mountain. This looks like Lord of the Rings. And then you've also got Fang Fearless. Lissy. Ignis, Tifa's Time Limit Break. I'm sorry, Tifa's Limit Break. My brain's making up words that aren't on the card. Slash of Light, Blazing Bomb, and Adventurer's Airship. Here we are. There we go. Limit, Time Limit, Tifa. Acts of war without congressional approval. It's going to be messy. There we go. All right, lovely. Tifa. Very nice. Here's Fang, Fearless Lassie. Oops. I'm pretty sure the rules are that the president needs Congress to declare war. The president doesn't need Congress to call in a strike like that. Like, for example, he did that in the past, the last time he ran, when he took out their, I can't remember the name of the general. He took out like a general last time. And I think Obama was doing something similar to that too, wasn't he, with all the drone strikes? Here it is. Ooh, very nice. Here's Lightning. But besides that, it's a Republican-controlled Congress anyways. Here we are. Ooh. The Masume. Ooh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he needs Congress to declare war, not to do a strike. Ooh. Very nice, very nice, very nice. There you go, Miss 6. I really like the Lightning card you pulled here. I feel like that's got to be worth something. Ooh. So sexy. During NAM, they got authorization from the UN. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. All right. Right. Drone strike. We'll have to see lots of back and forth. You still selling gold? I've got a little gold in my inventory, yeah. The prices on the gold will have to be checked in case they've gone up much. I don't think they would have, but maybe they will. Maybe they would have. I don't think the price of gold will change a great deal. There are. Does anyone know the price of gold right now? Has it spiked at all? Okay, so in accordance with our laws, let's get to these. There we go. Oh. Good. Here's Dratini. It's Strawberry. What's up, Strawberry? Yay! How much is gold? Yeah, I don't know. Did gold change in price? I know Bitcoin fell a little bit, maybe by like 4,000 or something like that. Actually, I'm going to go look because it's the middle of the night, so we're really actually getting close to the open of the market. Oh, it says here that my stocks are actually up by 0.11%, and Bitcoin's recovered to 102,000. So Bitcoin dropped, and then it mostly recovered. So Bitcoin's at 102, but for a moment it dropped down to 99. So yeah, it's all appears to be recovering. I don't think the market's feeling that bad about it. You know, that's funny because that's exactly what I was saying. I was saying it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Nothing seems that crazy right now, and yeah. So if that's the case, gold is probably not doing much. Let's see, price of gold today. Let's see. It says the price of gold slightly down, actually. Down 0.3%. there you go. Yeah, so markets haven't really changed too much. I don't think anyone was too scared of what just happened. Jonathan says, let's do a trade for the packs plus one more and a spot in the Final Fantasy break. So he'll be the first one in the new round of the Final Fantasy break. Here's the good news, Jonathan. Those packs that Miss 6 just opened did not contain the golden chocobo. So maybe these next two packs will. It's a fresh round. If you like the idea of a pack break, let's get you in there. Okay. That is truly a long last name. Pop you in there. Good. And I have to get your slab. Also, you bought a pack of Final Fantasy. So here you go. Now, I have to warn you guys, I'm very limited on the Final Fantasy packs. I'm waiting for more to arrive. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It shows you how well these are selling. I had 3 boxes of them. We've been selling them at an outrageously high price, and this is all that's left. And, oh, actually, no, it's much less than this, because that's the one he bought. He's trading for 4 of them. So we really just have 3 left. That's it. We got 3 left, everybody. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Meow, meow, meow. I'll be right back. I'm going to go find his slab. So this will take a minute. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we are. Found the slab. Mr. Jonathan. Whew. There it is. All right. So I'm going to lock in the price right now by turning it into a break because I have to liquidate it. This might be a good break. We'll see. Ooh, it's a pricey one. All right, so here goes. There it is. All right. I don't really have a name for this one. Well, we get his attention. Yo, damn, 6 pulled a $200 card. Top load 6's Kefka. It's pricey. Can you top load the Kefka? Heck yeah, dude. That's great. You got a $200 card. Man, that's really nice. That is so nice. We'll make this one the Heartbreak. There we go. Hey, I like that. Heartbreak. All right. So there it is. We got a Jolteon. He's on the table now. And these are your 5 packs. You're right, Jonathan. You've been a big customer with us for a while, and we'll really appreciate it, man. I hope you get really lucky here. I hope you pull that golden Chocobo. All right, yes. If your card's really that expensive, we got to get it into a top loader. You got to grade that one? How's that one 200 and Lightning's not? I feel like the Lightning's 200. Yo, Kefka. Oh, he's a mythic rare. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, Kefka's cool, man. Kefka, not Kefka 6, you got the Jumbo Break yesterday. You got pretty lucky twice, that means. You are? All right. I think Lightning's about 90. Wow, that's crazy. It really makes me feel like you're going to see the price on this set continue to rise then. Because if you can just casually open a pack and the pack pays for itself, then yes, it has a high entry point, but it doesn't really matter because you're just going to get your value back anyways. All right, that's it, guys. Kefka is one of the more popular supervillains in Final Fantasy. Oh, I didn't know that. You're looking at 5 packs of Final Fantasy for our good friend, Mr. Jonathan Lewandowski. This is a lot of money. Let's see what it turns into. All right. And what he did was he bought these packs with his Jolteon, which is now a break on the table. It is the Heartbreak Break. Okay. Oops. Oh, all right. Put that there. I'm a Final Fantasy nerd and historian. Set that there. Now we've got Hero. Hope Eston? I don't know how to say the name. Okay, you got Hope. Vayne. Arden. Protection Magic. The Falcon Airship. Goobez. Crystal Collector. Ooh. Island in the Sun. Crystal Fragments. Summon Fenrir, Circle of Power, Vayne, and Ifrit. All right, I felt like this pack wasn't too crazy. Like the stream, the average price for Kefka is 30. 30 is the non-hollow, says 6. Okay. About to head out to Florida. Oh, nice. Hey, Florida is really nice. Here's Crystal Fragments. All right. Arden the Usurper. Vayne. You're so vain. Ba-doop. Here's Hope Estime. Oh. Lovely. Okay. Pack number 2. Ready? Okay, we've got Hero. Summon Knights of Round. Whoa, that looks amazing, bro. That's going to be expensive. Stay with me. Wow. Somebody give me some feedback on this one. Look at that. Hey, Perez says, geez, that's a semi-big card. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty semi-big in my pants right now. All right, we'll put this over here. I think we just pulled a good card, everybody. Stay with me. Sarah. Here's Heidegger. Hope. Clive's Hideaway. That's a $400 card. Forest. Okay. Here's Sedaine. Summon. Lionheart. Travel the Overworld. Dark Knight Greatsword. That's pretty cool. Instant Ramen. Nice. Black Mage. And Sabo Tender. Big hint. Wanted to be cautious. There we go. All right. And there's some tragic, like the girl dies or something like that. I don't remember. I didn't actually play the Final Fantasy games. I played one Final Fantasy game. It was like Final Fantasy 13.5 or something like that. And you know what? I thought it was really good. That was my impression of it. And then I never played another Final Fantasy game after that. I just didn't. It was primarily, it was a story-driven game. But I was impressed by the turn-based combat. It was like semi-turn-based, semi-action. And then there was this surprise mechanic in the game where you sort of like capture one of your enemies and it gets to come with you. And I was so obsessed with capturing the coolest enemy, and you had so much control over what you could capture. You could capture really insane enemies to be on your team. So it was almost like Pokemon that way, except you could only capture one enemy to be on your team at a time. Here's Hero. 13.2, huh? 3 sold today on TCG Player, 550, 600. Whew. I saw Final Fantasy creators before an event, got signature. Okay, yeah, it might have been 13 too. Here's old. It was the story is primarily about the character Sarah, and I'd never played any Final Fantasy games up to that point, so it was really all very brand new and interesting to me. Okay, Giant of Babel, Jill, Shiva's dominant. What? Bugenhagen, Wise Elder, Balthier and Fran, Jador, Plains. Ooh, Prompto Argentum. All right. Relentless, Zidane, Barrett, Marlboro, Scorpion, and Adventure Airship. Cool. Top load that bad boy. Holy moly. Mister, if that's a foil card, it's $600. The Stay With Me, right? Stay With Me. That's what they're saying. They're saying it was really expensive. It is. This one right here. Let's get in that top loader right now. Look at that, guys. Now, I don't know the values of these, so I'm not prepared to scream anytime I pull them because I don't always know what I'm pulling. There we are. There's foil and surge foil. Be careful with the distinction. Okay. You feel so much safer handling it once it's in that top loader. All right. But I've pretty careful hands after doing this so many years. Crystal Fragments. That's a two-sided one. Cool. Set this over here. Prompto Argentum. Okay. Jador. Giant of Babel. And Ultima will get their own sleeves, I think. Cool, cool, cool. Well, 2 packs to go. Still a chance for any of the Chocobos to show up. There's not just a golden one. There's a bunch of them. Really like to see any of them show up for you guys. That would be great. Okay. There we go. Now we've got... Oh, what's this? Kuja, Genome Sorcerer. Wow, Vaughn, Aspiring Pirate. Wow, that looks really nice. Pull Vaughn, I know he's a main character. Jill, Lice, is it Lycee? Shadow, Kefka, Court Mage, and Swamp. So these are all interesting. Here's the Kefka. If he hits a Chocobo, I'm eating my pants. He's got 1 pack left to hit a Chocobo. Go. Here's the Kuja. That looks really nice. So watch this. Ah, pretty neat, right? Two-sided. And then this Vaughn looks great. Dang, I got the lame Vaughn. That's a top loader, says Brandon. That looks cool, man. Okay. That's a surge foil. That's a surge foil, everybody. Now you know. Oh, man, almost time to buy new top loaders. They're definitely not free. We really run through them. Okay, the Court Mage. Here's the Swamp. What do we got behind Swamp? Secret Rendezvous. Oh, that's cute. Titus, Side Quest, Diamond Weapon, Eject, Paladin Arm, Haste Magic, and Gone Gaga. Gone Gaga. $60 surge foil. Cool, cool, cool. I was playing some of that Night Rain finally. Elden Ring Night Rain. I knew I had to give it a shot because, you know, it's a FromSoft game. It's okay. Really frustrating game to play if you don't get good teammates. You get some really crappy teammates. Throw these away now. Ready. Last pack. Cross your fingers, okay? We've got Hero. Frieren. Alright, alright, alright. Frieren. Oh, that's cool, man. Barnabas Tharmer. Tharmer? That is a cool looking card, but not hollow this time. We've got Cecil, Dark Knight. The Darkness Crystal. Ooh, the edgiest crystal of all. Master Seymour Butts. Louisoix Sacrifice. Is it Louisoix? Forest. And Summon Fenrir. Okay, Garland Knight. Poo Poo UFO. Gladiolus. Zach Fair. Blitzball, Ice Flan, and Dreams of Laguna. All right, so there we have it. Those were 5 packs of the Final Fantasy. There's 2 more packs that we are breaking and 3 packs left for sale. Hopefully the restock for these come in tomorrow. I don't know exactly when they'll arrive, but we should be having more of them very soon. The restock that's arriving, I bought for $740 a pack. $740. And it went from $740 to like $1,200 overnight. Pretty insane. One of the fastest price appreciations ever. Faster than Pokemon even. All right, Frieren. By the way, if you guys enjoyed opening this, you have to consider the Square Enix Opus collection. That's actually Final Fantasy's card game. Final Fantasy has their own card game that you can open. It's on the menu under the category Final Fantasy. Scroll down through the menu and you'll see it. I could recommend a couple sets from that menu, by the way. All the ones there are the good ones, but I would open up Opus 1 and try to pull that Cloud card out, man. If you could pull Cloud Hollow out of Opus 1, that's one of the coolest things you could do. There's also a really expensive Tifa in the Soldier's Return set. Plus, there's multiple Sephiroths and multiple Clouds that are really valuable in that same set. And then Hidden Trials probably is one of the more popular ones because there's a Lightning Signature that's really good. But they're all good. Like the From Nightmares set, that's Signature Cloud, actually. So you could pull a Signature Cloud card out of there. All right. Wow. Let's do a review. Kuja, Frieren, Barnabas. We got some of these. Swamp, Giant of Babel, Ultima, Jadur, Prompto, Zidane, Hope, Vane, Crystal Fragments, Golbez, Plains, Forest, Clive's Hideaway, and Island. My borderless is safer, Sephiroth. What'd you say? Your borderless is safer, Sephiroth? All right. There we go. Man, you know what sucks out here? There's one public pool for all of Camdenton, just one, and they closed down at 5 p.m. What the hell? Why don't they stay open till like 8 or 9 or something? The sun's still up at 8, especially right now in the summer. It makes me sad that they close so fast. All right, so let's go grab your bag, shall we? So Jonathan Lewandowski, you might be in here. You might have your own box, maybe? Actually, I don't know if you have your own box. At 5? Yeah, they close super early. I don't know why they do it. I wish we could rent the pool and keep it to ourselves for a little while. That'd be nice. Here you go. So you got multiple bags up top. 1, 2. You got 2 full bags up top. And now we're going to add another bag to that. All right. Lifeguards are usually young and can only work so many hours. All right. I don't know if that's the problem. I don't know if it's the lifeguards or what, but they do not want to run that pool for very long, do they? It ran for like one shift, and then it's like, all right, get everybody out of here. There's a lot of restaurant pools in Lake of the Ozarks. Maybe we'll go to one of those. But those are, I don't like them. You know why I don't like the restaurant pools? Because everyone's like drinking while they're in the pool. And maybe call me a germaphobe or something, but I'm like 90% sure people are just pissing in the pool while they're drinking. You guys ever been to one of those? We got those all over the place out here in Lake of the Ozarks. There's a ton of restaurants. They're like, small businesses or whatever, custom owned, family owned. And they're operated where they have a big pool with the little bar. And they want to sell you lots of drinks so that you'll drink and swim together. And there is an appeal to it. There's a lot of sexy adults there, grown-ups, not that many kids. But there's a downside. I'm like, again, 90% sure all those guys with their, there's a certain look sometimes out in Lake of the Ozarks I don't like. All these guys out here and they're drinking their beers and just definitely pissing in the pool. And I just don't want it. I don't want it. I want to swim in a pool where people aren't drinking liquid while they swim. You're in a sterile though. Yeah, I don't want to swim in pee. I don't want to swim in a bunch of pee. I mean, I assume in all public pools I swim in pee, but I don't want to swim in a lot of it, All right. What if you get stung by a jellyfish? I don't know. What if I get stung by a jellyfish? That'd be sad. So now we have this brand new Prismatic Jolteon English break, everyone. These prismatic cards, as you know, are pretty insane. They're virtually impossible to pull. I mean, you have to open like a whole case of Prismatic to pull one SIR. And then usually it's not even an evolution. It's some stinky thing like the Iron Hands or whatever the hell his name is. So here we are. We have one of them, Jolteon. And it's graded 10 with the latest certification numbers. This is a quality card. All right, and Jonathan, as for you, you got a bunch of cards that you can grade now. How cool is that? Well, what do we got? We've got Mr. Andrew A. Martin, Jump into the Magic the Gathering Break. Okay, Andrew A. Martin. Andrew A. Martin. Good. That's 1. Now that's 2. Good luck in there. And over here we have Mr. Hopwade. Is that right? Hopwade? I think it's Hopwade. Final Fantasy Collector Booster Break. There we go. I'm gonna get good at this, okay? All right. Very good. I have a math unit test tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, it's nice, Emily. One day you get old enough and you take your very last test and you never have to do it again. You never have to do another piece of school ever again. So you look forward to that, okay? But as for now, it's going to be not so fun. I don't know. My school years were some of the best years. The college years, those were really good. It's an exciting time, an electric feeling in the air. Like there's a lot of opportunity in front of me, and you're around young, sexy people, and it's just, oh, we're smart. We're in college. So college was fun. I don't know about high school as much. I was homeschooled, so I don't know as much about that. But college was great. I liked college. Mister, my birthday is on the 26th. What should I do? What should you do? I think you should wake up, have a nice dinner, have a birthday cake, celebrate being 1 year older, and not let it bother you too much because it's just another day. That's what I would do, okay? Don't let it bother you. Focus on your goals. Think about what you want in the future and just work on that. Don't think too hard about the fact that it's your birthday because, you know, people birthdays can evoke a lot of negative feelings out of people. So Mr. Graham, he says, hey, Mr. It's been a while. Graham Nielsen, can I have 2 Obsidian Flames and 2 Pokey Shuffles? Yes, you can. I'd love to give you those things for a fee. So, Mr. Graham, I had over 100 absences from my last year of high school. 100? How do you do that? There you go. Well, you know what? I was homeschooled, and since we were almost broke, our family was almost homeless because we couldn't pay anything. We were so broke. I didn't do any of my school in the high school years. Basically didn't do much. I just went straight out in the garage and worked all day. So, and I turned out okay. I got my college degree anyways. Didn't stop me. So I don't know. I don't always think that high school education's the most important thing about your life. It's not the most defining thing in life. It is valuable and it is important, but there are other things that will define you more than the quality of your high school education. Okay. Holy crap, one website is selling 6 Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering boxes for $7,200. A small price to pay. Okay, 1, 2. All right. 2 cold ones. That's for Mr. Graham. 2 cold ones. Sorry, Graham. Let's try these Obsidian Flames. I worked my max at my job and slept a lot. Nice, dude. Yeah. I just don't think that academia is for everyone. I really believe that. Academia is like, sit down, read this abstract thing in this book about this stuff. Aren't you interested in it? Oh, you're not? Well, here's a test anyways. Oh, you got a D. You know, that's school. It is. See this thing you have no interest in and you're never going to get a job doing it? You better study it and you better memorize it so that we can test you on it and then you can promptly forget everything you learned. Actually, there was a study done that proved that's true. It's a real thing. So your brain resists learning things that it does not want to know, and it will remove stuff you don't want to know from memory really fast. So there's a lot of this is kind of an older audience. We have a lot of 25-year-olds to 40-year-olds, a lot of that. And so you guys all remember going to school. How much of it you think you could do now? If you sat down with like your physics, you know, and calculus physics or whatever, and the formulas were placed in front of you, could you actually do them? Do you remember any of it? And unless you got a job using those formulas, no, of course not. You'll have to relearn it all. So your brain let go of the information. It didn't actually store it. It stored it just long enough to pass a test, and then it dumped all that knowledge out. It said, get rid of it. We don't care about it. I never even made it to physics. But there's probably something like physics you did that's, it's a similar analogy. Here you go, Mr. Graham. All for the gram. All right, Graham. Now remember, we don't update bags anymore. So you don't want this to reach 1220. I'm sorry, you don't want us to reach 1125, okay? Because then it'll be considered expired. Who invited this guy to the brainstem? My best class is history. History is an interesting one. I think it's not bad for high school, but I don't know if history makes as much sense by the time you reach college. I feel like a lot of history is just stuff you would read on your own for free. Like I would, if you were interested in it, you'd just go learn it for free. There we go. I'm going to test y'all. I got put on academic probation. Yeah, that really sucks, man. I don't like to hear that, Mr. Catnip. I don't like to hear that. Again, looking back on the concept of, I'm actually very passionate about the abstract idea of education. I'm very passionate about it. And, imagine this world where you got like a squirrel, you got a bird, you got an elephant, you got a snake. And squirrels are good at climbing trees and nuts. Elephants, the mud, water, whatever, having a long nose. Birds, they fly, they eat worms. And snakes, they slither and they climb trees, I guess, right? Well, imagine they all had to go to school and they all had to learn this wide range of subjects. Like, so now the snake's got to learn how to gather acorns. What? Why would a snake learn how to gather acorns? An elephant's got to learn how to fly. He's an elephant. He doesn't care about flying. So this is the same concept applies to education. Everyone, I think, has passions and interests that are inherent to maybe their genetics, maybe their personality that they were born with, whatever it is. And so you can't force somebody who hates math to get really good at math and then go get a job in math. It's never going to happen. But we dump virtually everyone into those math classes, and vice versa. You send kids off to certain social science studies, or, maybe they don't want to learn history, or maybe they only want to learn history, right? So this broad range of subjects that everyone's forced to learn is super inefficient, right? It's just not how people naturally learn. People naturally learn the things they want to learn. So it's weird how school is. It's a strange, I feel like it's sort of like an antiquated idea. School is antiquated. And I think that instead what you should have is some sort of like aptitude tests to sort of detect what kind of brain your child has. Aptitude tests, IQ tests, that kind of stuff. And try to figure out what group does your child fall into, and then send them off to those particular kind of classes and find out what their passions are, and then send them into those passion directions. I think that's like more time efficient and it's more cost effective too. Yeah. All right. Think of it like this. Only a fraction of the kids who go to school will ever use those higher end mathematics that they were all forced to learn. Only a fraction of them will ever use it. If you become a hairdresser, you'll never use calculus ever. There's no need. So why are you being forced to learn it? And why is your GPA being affected by it? Here's this subject you don't like, you hate it, you're no good at it, you're never going to do it, but your GPA will be decided as if you can pass calculus or not. What? And so, you get these kids who have to feel bad about school and their parents beat them up, and the teachers beat them up, and the principal and all this, and then you got the students that are really good at the tests and all that, they're good at the math, and they got to make you feel bad, or it's just not a smart system in my opinion. It's antiquated. I think it's antiquated. All right, Stephen, paying down Giratina. You got it. Our brains are still wired. Our bodies are still designed for the Paleolithic. Well, I don't know about Paleolithic. All I'm saying is that if somebody is drawn toward logic, they're drawn toward working with objects, robotics, science, physics, it'll be kind of apparent, like they'll kind of display qualities and traits about that. Maybe just do an intro math course, and some kids will just easily be drawn toward it. The kids that really struggle with math, why not just let them choose whether they want to have any further math courses? Be like, guess what? You did really bad in this math course, and so now you don't have to do it anymore, and it's not going to affect your GPA anymore. Now you can go into something else, something that you're passionate about, and that's, I think I'm yapping, but that's how I feel about it. I feel strongly that that's the system it ought to be. You're not going to force somebody to be a mathematician. You're not going to force somebody to be a good software engineer who uses like calculus physics or something. It's not going to happen. So why are we forcing people to do this? And spending so much money on it too. We spend so much money on it. I think if kids had to go to school and all the subjects they hated the very most were all removed from their curriculum, like you're all gone, all the ones you didn't like. Here's a kid who doesn't like science. So we remove chemistry, we remove physics, we remove higher level math. You do the lower level math, but not the higher level. Now you just go to school and you learn the things that you're interested in. They're going to look forward to going to school. They're going to be like, I'll go. Why not? Got to have some fun. Philip Webb, 1 live. Here we are. But I think sometimes it's kind of an anxiety, pride, neuroticism kind of thing. Here it is, Philip Webb. Oh, it's cold. I'm sorry, man. That's a cold live custom. Sorry, Philip Webb. You know, no parent wants to be told that their child can't do math. Because then you'll be like, oh no, my child's stupid. Six gave me the big tip. Woohoo! Thanks, Six. Hey, wait a second. If you're tipping me an extra 5, then we have to put that down under donations. We actually have to tally that up. Remember, we're measuring this. So we got 6, 5. There it is. Cool. Okay, do y'all want the answer? I'm surprised no one bought the Shuckle yet. Oh, yeah, so here we have a Silver Deck Shuckle. It's a nice, clean card. Shuckle's one of those fun Neo cards, and I wonder if you'll ever get an evolution. Maybe they'll do to Shuckle what they did to Dun Dun Sparse. Okay. So, he's one of my favorite Pokemon. I think he's great. We have Mr. Ton Nguyen. He says, Japanese OP12, again, please. Yes, sir. So, you know what this means, Mr. Tone? Fresh case, okay? I'll be right back. I got to go get a fresh case of that. Okay. All right, here we are. Fresh box of the OP12. Boop. Okay. Oh. Let's go ahead and start snipping. Good. Mr. Tone. Ooh. Lucas Launch says, can I get 1 live custom from store credit? Give me a second here, Lucas. So I can't have you jump the line for the live live customs. But I can put you in line. Ah, it is. So you had $20 left. This order was placed at $345. Okay, you're in line now. Good. So we stick kids into a system that they are literally not designed for law. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24. Very good. I just think that we should innovate our education systems to be efficient, clever, and competitive with the rest of the world. I think some of the older styles of education are maybe antiquated. I think there are kids who like to sit around with the book open and they read the book. They actually like to read. They like academia. They like, thinking, analyzing. They like abstractions. They like, they just like to read stuff. They really do. Those kids are meant to be in academia, and so they should go and they should go learn all that stuff. And then some people, their kids don't love all that. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means they're a little bit different, right? That's not a negative thing, actually. If everyone was a academic mathematician, we'd have a very different society. Some people want to go and operate a farm, run a sawmill, start an oil rig. Somebody did that. Somebody started an oil rig. You ever think about that? Somebody started an oil rig. They might be interested in running a small business, operating a restaurant, operating a lawn service, some trick like that. You know, there's all kinds of pathways to wealth. Maybe they want to start up a service as a plumber or something like that, right? People say that. They want to get into construction. Those are high-paying jobs. And academia says, no. What you need to do is sit down and learn all this stuff that's unrelated to construction, because you need to know biology 1 and 2 for some reason, even though you're not going to be a doctor. You know, you need to know biology 1 and 2. You need to know social studies. Yes, socioeconomics. You're going to have to know that because it's very important to you as a construction worker. You know, it's like, I don't know, dude. But, you know, those classes are important to someone. I think they're very important to the school districts who receive funding for those classes. They actually get paid for that. So they're not interested in sort of suggesting that it might be wasteful. Oh, ho, you got this guy twice. No! I'm sorry, Mr. Tone. This came out of a fresh case, okay? Giving me anxiety with them scissors. I'm a pro. I'm an expert. 4 times 6 divided by 2. 4 times 6 is 24, divided by 2 is 12, right? Did I do it right? You are? All right. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's... Okay. And... All right. Oh. Very nice. You know, everyone these days feels like they have to go to college, spend $80,000, get a college degree, and then they'll be successful. That's kind of what everyone's been told. And then some of the most successful people in the world right now, in America, did not do that. They just started a small business right away and grew the business really well. And they read books related to expanding businesses, which you can just do that. Anything they teach you in college. Ooh, wow, look at that. That's great. Portgas D-Ace and an additional hit pull. Who can explain what this is to me? This is new for OP12, huh? Look at this. Mr. Tone, you got a good box. Nice pull here. An SP, huh? Okay. All right. Here's this. 88 times 2 divided by 3 times 6. There are. That would still just go left to right, wouldn't it? Crazy card. Those are the new SPs. Oh, it looks great. There are. All right. Ta-da! Very nice. Good. And there you go. I've done masonry, concrete, plumbing, electrical, metal sheetwork, ceiling grid, PPF, flooring, all within 1 year out of high school. Nice, dude. Those are some, you know, people will always need those jobs. Think about all the homes that exist in America, and there's never enough homes, and they're super expensive. And so anyone who owns a home is going to need some sort of repair eventually, or they're going to want to improve it, or they're going to renovate it, or they rented it and some renter destroyed it and they got to rebuild it, whatever it is. So not only do you need a lot of construction workers just to build new homes, but you need a whole crew of people that go in and repair homes that took damage or just got old. And so there's so much great high-paying jobs for people that don't want to bury their nose in a book and learn about the Iliad and the Odyssey, you know. We are. All right. Beautiful. or memorize lines from Shakespeare. How important was that? I took those classes. You think that it's just sort of me maybe overreacting or something like that. No, I had to pay for those classes in college. I paid for English classes. Yeah, which doesn't mean learning the English language. It just means reading books, reading English books, books in English. Mr. Tone, let's find your bag now. Let's see, you're going to be right over here. Sort of outrageous. I was like, good, now I know Shakespeare. I'm very cultured, but I'm not closer to, you know, having a home and being wealthy. So because we're wasting all this time on all this other stuff, I'm stuck in school maybe an extra year. If you could get out of school in 3 years, that's better than 4 years. Don't you think? There we go. So it's $3.52. Sent for 1 Stellar Crown English and shipping. Sounds good, man. So now we have... Okay. We're at 345, right? Okay, 6 says 1 magic break. Oh, you're going back in. All right, you got it. Miss 6, she's going back in. Get scared, guys. Okay. That's 4. Wow, that filled up really fast. And Emmanuel Valencia, 5 of the Paldean Fates. I noticed the Paldean Fates continuously sell. Let's take a quick look into our Paldean Fates, guys. Paldean Fates. What are these going for these days? So my Paldean Fates are a fresh case. Divided by 10, divided by 9. Yeah? Okay, that's a way higher number than what we've got. Let me jump over here. Oops. Did they do booster bundles for the Paldean Fates? Oh, they might have. Oh, they did. Okay. Interesting. I'm curious how I would restock them. Let me try one more thing. Because the reason I have to look this up is because we actually are close to needing a restock. I'm hoping for new Evos and new arts for the OGs. Okay. Maybe I should just restock it right now tonight. All right, give me a minute here, guys. Doing some math over here. Yeah, so it says here, if we'd like to restock our Paldean, that I'll want to change the price to about 17. And we are probably much lower than that at the moment. Let me see what it is right now. Oh, nope, we're at 18. Perfect. All right. Well, no, it looks fine then. All right, I'm actually going to set it at 17. It's getting $1 cheaper. Good. And let me run in there and grab another one. Let me lock this price in real fast. Because if I do this, then I don't have to worry about it later. Tree Fitty. What did you get for your answer? Paldean Evolved going crazy. I'm so happy I got my Paldean Fates ETP at retail. Did the box battle ever go off in the black and white? No, we're still waiting for that one to go off. Okay, so we have a restock on Paldean Fates coming in, and Paldean Fates just got cheaper by $1. I think what's going on is the ETBs are expensive. That has to be it. So the display boosters are cheaper. Probably because you don't get a promo with them. That's what's going on. So I think what I'll do is I'll mark them sold out for the moment. And then when the displays arrive, the booster displays arrive, we'll actually sell those. And the ETBs, we'll hold on to those. We'll sell those as sealed ETBs. All right. Your order has been received. So let me just do this real fast. So any more Fates, we're going to mark this as sold out. And when that booster bundle arrives, we'll sell those, okay? And let me go get his Fates. He needs Paldean Fates. I'll be right back. All right, we're here. Ready to start sneaking. Haha. Should I get the ace graded? I think so. Okay. You should know that this kind of math is subjective. Neither answer is wrong. It just depends if you divide first or finish multiplying. PMDAS calls for multiplication first before division. Oh, that's interesting. I thought when I learned it, if it's either multiplication or division, you just go left to right. There we are. All right. There we go. Let me think about it. I mean, you could write it as a fraction. I've seen both, you know, because when it comes to logic, that would just go left to right. It goes, not math, but logic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right. Very nice. Ooh. So, Mr. Emmanuel, ooh. What do they call that? Order of operations, right? Snipping this. Snipping this. And snipping this. Does PSA pack mean multiple cards graded? PSA pack. What does that mean? Oh, he's asking what a PSA graded booster pack is. No. It means, it's an uncommon question. It means this. Here it is. That's a graded booster pack, see? By the way, here's another break. Did you guys even know this existed? The booster break. The BSB. Ooh. That's pack grading. He goes, oh, yes. All right. Mr. Emmanuel Valencia, good luck, man. So here's Tatsugiri. Now, if you want to send in another order for this, we have some more packs available. How many packs more do we have? Well, we definitely have the ones from the rest of that ETB. So we got 4 more from that ETB if you want them. And they're not cheaper. They're cheaper now. Yeah. In school, we were told the same thing. If it's not in parentheses, the multiplier divide comes before adding or subtracting. And it's just left to right. Yeah. Yep. There. Nimona. So I think math is kind of a snooty thing sometimes too. People want to like prove that they know it or something. Here's Gengar. That's why I was saying, like, I think that parents would not like to think that their child doesn't take any of the math courses anymore. Like they're not smart enough for math. There it is. I don't think that should be the measure of a child's success, like how well they did in school. The measure of your child's success definitely has to be their quality of their career. The career is way more, that's the real measure. Oh, yeah. Look at this toe scroll. Palafin. Look at that Palafin. Yeah, ooh. Very nice. And Toad Scroll. Ooh. Why you know doctor? Yeah. Whooper, Zatu. Well, some people really do deal with that, don't they? They got very tough parents who want their kid to be very, very successful. And that's okay. I think I understand that. I get it. There it is. Oops. All right. Very nice. Do you have another ETB of Paldean Fates? I'll buy it if you do. I was hoping to kind of keep them sealed, though. That's the thing. I was kind of hoping to keep them sealed. There, look at that Toad Scroll. I'll do it. Yeah, if you want to send in for one last ETB, I'll do it. One last ETB. No more after that, though. I'm going to sell the display... What are those called again? Booster bundles? Booster bundles, yeah. Weird. Booster bundles are a new thing, you know. They're not super new. They've introduced them a little bit ago, but they're pretty new to me. When did I buy my very first booster bundle? Was it with Obsidian Flames? I think that was the very first time I bought a booster bundle. Okay. All right. Mr. Adalberto Mendoza, 2 live customs. So when did you order that? You ordered that at 3:44. So this one is ordered after Eddie Mendoza. Are you ready? Eddie Mendoza. 1 and 2. Oh, still cold. Too cold. Live customs. That is very cold. I'm chilly in here. It's so cold. That's some tough stuff. Okay. Let's see. Making sure that we do this in the exact correct order. Okay, so Philip Webb is next for the next live custom. Philip Webb, 1 live custom. Still cold! Woo! Woo, it's cold up in here! All right, and then we have... Okay, so that's 354. That's 353. That's 351. So Lucas Lawn just next. Here you go, Lucas. 1 live custom. No! It's cold. I'm sorry, Lucas. That's a cold live custom. All right. A couple cold live customs out of the way. And what next? Antonio Avila. Mr. Antonio, 1 stellar English and ship my bag. 1 stellar English and shipping. Yes. Stellar Crown was not super popular. A lot of people thought of this as the Terrapagos set, but it's not. It's the AR Squirtle and the AR Bulbasaur set, and those cards are going for plenty of money. Those are very expensive. Okay. Very good. All right. Here's Glam Meow, Bouffalant. Tossing this over here. Antonio with an AN. Oh. Ta-da! Let's leave this out because you'd like to do some shipping. Yes, sir. Need that Squirtle. It's a good card. Now, have we shipped you before? Let's see if we've shipped you before, Mr. Antonio. Antonio. Wherefore art thou? Here it is. Yes, we've shipped you. And let's get you a level. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Please work. Please work. Yay, it worked. So nice. We're Pokey blessed tonight. Okay, lovely. The order of operation. You will find that it's fully operational. The Many Deaths of Kenny. All right, so this is nice. It's in PSA's new slab, the new heavy slab. So this has a nice heavy feeling to it. Yep, really does feel heavier than the other slabs, guys. Feels like glass, it's so heavy. But it's just plastic, right? They said it's medical grade plastic. I don't know what that means. But this is a South Park Hollow card, and we're selling this for Mr. Adam Pashuis. So, Adam, what do you want to price this at? Do you have any idea? Because I bet if we look this up, we might not find any. I'm going to go look at it. Run Over, The Many Deaths of Kenny. Run Over. PSA 7, South Park. Run Over. Let's try this. Well, no, we don't need to look up PSA 7, just any. Oh, here it is. Run Over, PSA 8. Wow, surprisingly not that expensive. I would have thought this would have been more expensive. Give me a minute. So, there's a PSA 8 for $35. So, we got to be under that. That's not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be higher than that. I guess not, huh? I'd buy it, but if I bought it, I don't think I could sell it for much higher. I mean, like, I could mark it up a little bit, but I don't know. It's not really, the margin's not really worth it. Here it is. I'm going to set this to 32, I guess. I don't know. Wrong marker. It kind of sucks, huh? Just shows you how people are racist toward non-10s. Okay. That's completed. Thank you. We can delete this email. Mr. Hawk is here. He wants 20 for slab away, that Magneton Legend Maker. You want to slab this card away. All right, Mr. Hawk. Did you know there's normally a $10 fee? Seems like it would be better to just buy it outright. I'll apply a very small $5 fee. I don't think we could... I don't want to charge you $10 to slab away a $60 Magneton. It's just too cheap. So we'll go over here. We'll do a $5 fee for the slab away reserve. Now, wait a second. You got a PSA Mickey already. I can do it. They're both pretty cheap, so I have a feeling you can pay them both off. PSA Magneton. We're going to say 60, and then you sent $20 in, right? So we're going to apply $15 to the 60. So you got $45 left. All right, I made a note that the slab away fee was $5. Okay, so you got 2 slabs in slab away, and I'm going to let you do that because they're both pretty cheap, actually. You got PSA Mickey Mouse, $110 left on that, and Magneton, $45 left on that. So those are pretty small ones. All right. Let's see. Okay. Grab this. Good. What else is this? Oh, 9 packs in the ETB, right, mister? Making sure I sent the right amount. Yes, sir. Okay. Let me see. Let me see this number real fast. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense what we were selling the ETBs at, right? Hold on, let me look at this one more time. Wait, we're back here. Yeah, that price actually makes no sense. The price we just sold that to you to. The ETBs go for like $165, so it makes no sense selling it to you for $150. I'm actually selling under market, which is not what I normally do because normally we sell at a slight premium as a rip and ship channel, and not to mention we pay a PayPal fee. There you go, Mr. Hawk. Doesn't make any sense what we just did. Should have told you no, huh? There we go. All right. So you got two slabby patties sitting next to each other in a tree. All right. I think I just wanted a sale, you know. Steven Gonzalez says for OP12. He wants some OP12. Steven Gonzalez. You got it, man. 1, 2, and 3. What did I pay for those? What did I pay for those Paldean Fates? I must have paid something, right? Let me look real fast. It's because the ETBs are out of production. That's what it is. Now the ETBs are valuable. I'm doing the quadratic functions in math. Oh, that's fun. Not really. Paldean Fate ETB are crazy expensive now. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I told you yes to that. All right. So, Steven, ready? I remember when they were 37 bucks at Target. Yes, Paldean Fates. That was a cool set. Actually, you know, I had trouble selling that. Shiny Treasures, I think it was called. What was it called? What was it called? The Japanese version, not Shiny Treasures. Was it called Shiny Treasures? I don't remember what it was called. And there we are, Mr. Steven Gonzalez, opening up 3 of these one-piece OP12s. Steven with an ST. Oops. Very good, very good. Shipping info for my bag. Thank you, Mr. Antonio. He was on top of that. 4 packs of Paldean Fates for Mr. Emmanuel. All right, Mr. Emmanuel. Yeah, I just lost money selling you this one, Mr. Emmanuel, and then the other guy's going to buy one. All right, what am I doing? Snip of this. I should have just said, let's wait until the other thing arrived. I think when somebody asks me for something, I have like this urge to say yes. I think that's how it works. Mr. Emmanuel. It's more fun to say yes than no. Iron Treads. Okay. Oops. Oh, Mouse Hold. Look at that. Lovely. Kimiko. And Pommy. Very nice. Mouse Hold and Pommy. We're just waiting for you. Okay. Emmanuel with an E. All right. Good. And good. We have Tone to Win, another box, and PSA grading for the Ace. Ooh, nice. All right, you got it, man. So there's another one-piece card. Lovely. One-piece box. Box of cards. Snip this. Snipping this. How many days are left to June? Yeah, get some heavy rotations in on these slabs, man. Okay. Good. Good. What OP set is this? This is OP12. Okay. We also have a manga break if you prefer to take a spot in the manga break. Have you guys seen that? Here it is. Got 18 spots to go. 2 people are in. It's got a long way. Very cool thing to be able to go directly into a mango. All right. Here's an SP. My brother is going in the Coast Guard. There we go. Oh, that's cool. How does he feel about Donald Trump deploying the Coast Guard? Wait, Coast Guard. No. He's National Guard. I'm confusing the two. Coast Guard's a totally separate thing. My bad. Yeah. All right. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. There's a hollow. Scooby-Doo. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, the guy with the kicks. Very nice. I used to know his name. Now I can't remember it. I don't know who this guy's name is. Bowser or something? I'm kidding. Here's a hollow. I don't think I've ever seen so much math in the chat before. 1 + 1 = 10. Okay, here's an SP. Well, we're liking you, Mr. Tone. You're going deep. I like it. All right, good. He hates Trump, to be honest. I don't know why. Well, people are entitled to their own opinions. This. Oh. He probably has his reasons. All right. Put that there. And Mr. Tone, you've got enough cards that you got 2 bags now. You're kind of a big deal. I'm dumb. That's Sanji. Ah, there we go. Sanji. Yeah, that's his name. The guy with the kicks named Sanji. I've even had to look his name up while grading cards. Still forgot his name. All right. Okay, so Mr. Tone with 2 bags. T.O. box filled up? Damn. I confuse him and Sabo sometimes. Yeah? Here's another Death to Kenny. This time is called Impaled. Oh my god, dude. Let's go look this up. PSA South Park Impaled. Okay, so there's a PSA 10 for $1,250. I don't know if anybody will buy that, but I will probably ask a similar price to the 7, I guess. If there's a PSA 8 sitting on the market, think of it like this. If there's a PSA 8 sitting on the market for $35 and it genuinely still has not sold, this card isn't a great deal different than the other one, the run over one. This. There you go. Hey, you killed Kenny, you bastards! That's 32. Let's make this one a little more expensive, actually. Because there's no other online options for this one. Okay, there it is. Some South Park options there, guys. Mr. Tone wants to grade that ace. Here you go, Mr. Tone. Let's take care of that. Ooh, fancy card. Hope it grades well. Now, Mr. Tone, it could take a couple months for it to come back, okay? Just letting you know that. All right. Okay. Good. I get home the 3rd, can't wait. Here's, wow, 7 more orders in the queue. You guys are busy tonight, huh? All right, Martin wants 3 live customs with store credit. Martin Ramirez. Here it is. Thank you, Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin likes Pokemons. Mr. Martin likes 3 of these. 1. Oh, very fast. 2 and 3. That's a lucky day for you, Mr. Martin. Look at that, guys. It was literally the next one. Pikachu, chase card. Ooh. All right. So, Mr. Martin, let's see what you got. It says 9 on it, but it's probably pretty expensive. Oh, Crown Pikachu. The Pikachu with the crown on his head. Okay, Martin Ramirez. Can't speak. That's pretty lucky for you. Okay. Boop. And now we can toss these. What else is going on? Miss Jen, 3 live customs. Dang, dude. Hey, how's it going, Jen? That was sneaky, man. I didn't know you were in here. 2 and 3. Ah! Oh, no. Now it's going to be tough for whoever's behind you, Jen. All right. Very lucky, Jen. That is Houndoom 10. So you're not out of luck. You get a pull as well. And it's this guy. That's nice. All right. That is Team Rocket Returns Dark Houndoom. All right. That means anyone who was behind you is going to feel the pain. There it is. Crazy that 3 happened to be just enough. Okay. Now we have an order Sarah Dusenberry. She'd like 2. We got 1 and 2. I'm so sorry, Sarah. We knew this was coming, though. We could feel it. Feel it in the air tonight. Can you feel it in the air tonight? Okay. I have these cards from the featured channel. These are all too expensive, huh? That's a cool card. I need some cards to replace the live customs is almost empty. Nice. Oh, this is a nice card too. Last priced on $325. That's the last card in the box. We're in a fresh rotation now. Kabuto Carddass. Oh, he's much cheaper now. He's $165. Yeah, that other price seemed a little high. You know what I was thinking about that? So you know what happens sometimes? Sometimes when there's only like 1 or 2 for sale, the price is unusually high. But as soon as another guy enters the market, it can fall. All right. I can feel it coming in the air. Geez, I love that song. Yeah, it's a good song. Here's Miss 6 with 1 live custom. All right, Miss 6. That's a cool live custom. Ta-da! We have an order Hunter Tipton Paldean Fate to ETB. Man, I should not fulfill this. I shouldn't have told you yes on that. They sell for $165. Man, that's really stupid of me. What am I doing, dude? I'll do it because I said I'll do it. Although, remember, one of the rules is if I truly misprice an item, that we can cancel it. But I'll open it. Let's just open it. This doesn't even make sense to open. It makes more sense to open up the booster bundles. It's more cost effective. Oops. Grab this. All right. Mister's going to pull Bubble Mew and it'll be a clip. Well, that would be good if we did that. I'd like that. But I shouldn't have sold this. Should have kept it sealed. All right. That's me not doing my math. Just wanting to fulfill an order. All right. All right. Yeah, that was stupid. I don't know why I did that. Set this here. Money's money at the end of the day. It'll help with the move. Wow, being smart with money will help with the move. Here we are. He was asking if I had another ETB left, and I had just finished explaining how the ETBs had gone up significantly in price and that the booster bundles were the way to open these now. And then I don't know why I accepted his offer to open up one more ETB, because I'd already ruled them sold out and said, no, they're sold out, and we'll just do the booster bundles when they arrive. They are. All right. I'm just not thinking straight. Here's Toad's Cruel. Very nice. And, okay, you've got Ting Lu. I forgot about these. They got these strange teal-colored golden cards. What do you think of these guys? Man, those are weird, man. All right. Here's Gimme Ghoul. And Cottony. And we've got Tauros. Oh, you know, if you think about it, if he doesn't pull anything good, it will somehow be even worse. Oh, here we go. No, it's a fortress. It should have stayed sealed. No. Ah, that sucks. Should have left it sealed, bro. Paldea Student. All right, there's 2 packs left. God. Charizard EX. All right, and a little Drifblim, which is also not that great. Darn, dude. All right, that was a catastrophe. Tossing this up here. Mr. Hunter with an H. Let's grab your bag. Oops. What was that? Where'd that come from? Oh, these are these cards. Set that there for the moment. So we're looking for Mr. Hunter now. Here we are. Okay. Pop that in there. And pop this in here. Good. All right, now it is time to start flooding the table a little bit with these commission slabs. Ho-ho. Those are going to start coming back up. Philip Webb, 1 live. Philip Webb, 1 live. That's 1 Colt live custom, Mr. Philip Webb. Tossing this here, and let's grab another slab. So this one's Anthony Kalura. Okay. Here's Beedrill 5 for 108. Beautiful card. Oh, that's a great card for the live customs. I'll give people a chance to buy that before it goes in. That's a real nice one. Here's Terrapagos for a whopping $25. We've got Venusaur 9. Here's Beautiful Deoxys and Oshawott. Good. Miss Jen 1 spot in the Magic Pack break. Now, Jen, for the Magic, there's $5 more. I'll do the same gift for you that it did for 6, okay? So we'll say Jen. Now, if you get pulled, do me a favor and pay me that last $5, okay? There we go. You might. So that leaves 1 spot. It is a $45 break, not a $40 break, guys. That's because these packs are so expensive. Crazy. Let's go ahead and hit refresh over here and have another drink of my drinkity drink. Kind of a busy Sunday, actually. All right. Should have kept it sealed. So that's completed. We have Sarah Dusenberry, 1 box, Japanese, OP9. Ooh, OP9, you got it. 1 OP9. Let's go grab it. So that's good. We got the whole rotation through. What if it was 2 for 1? I said for the Final Fantasy break. There it is, guys. The Final Fantasy break's going off once more right after this. After these messages, we'll be right back. Okay. Snipping time. Okay. Bopping that, a little bit of bop. Okay. Bopping these. All right. Okay. Good. I gotta go to bed. Have a nice night, Miss Emily. So here's 2 hollows. Oh. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. We've got this SR. Very nice. Sarah's going to get the big one. I can feel it. Cold. A couple people must have gone to bed. We fell all the way down to 86 viewers. Holy cow. What time is it? 4:35. Wow. Hollow. They're going to miss the big Final Fantasy break. Final Fantasy break has gone off 4 times since we began it now. So that is where all of the break spots are moving toward the Final Fantasy. Time to break out the giveaways. Here's a hollow. Oh, yeah. We got the wonderful, wonderful guy. Gold D Poopy Face. You did it, Sarah. You pulled the Gold D Roger. Yay! Okay. Here's a hollow. Here's a SP. I missed the soundboard sound, says A. Perez. I'm bringing him back, A. Perez. Okay, and there's a hollow. Very nice. That's the Gold D Roger. Tossing that. Okay. Well, let's see. You've got a fresh new box. Good. Lovely. Just the hits. Okay. I could do that by default from now on for you if you'd like. Nope. Infinite Japanese one-piece hollows. Okay, so we're going to start putting stuff up on the table here, guys. It's going to be a lot. Here is a Zachary Stex double rare. Put this in a sleeve. Would you rather eat cookies or cheesecake? Okay, 40. Here's this wonderful lightning card. Here is a nice Sylveon. And here is Stexkowski Booby Grab Girl. All right. We were just talking about that with the Booby Grab Girl. That's completed. Completed. A 10 on that, huh? You know, considering it's a CGC 10, 144 feels kind of high. That's my thoughts on that. So next up, we have Mr. Arturo Perez, one spot in the Final Fantasy break. Here you go, Mr. Arturo. One, two, three, four, five, six. There it is. 2 packs of Final Fantasy. Here's that Spongebob pack. We got one left. $35 if anyone would like to own a pack of Top Spongebob. You can leave it sealed if you'd like. Or you can have me open it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Top Series 1 Spongebob. Okay. Oh, we need the actual hit card here. Those are great friends. All my friends bake great cookies. I'm spoiled with them. All right. Guys ready? Pay attention. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. I'm staying away from all those cookies. I can't eat them anymore. It's sad. Let's see. What did I eat today? I had a slice of pizza. That's pretty good, but it was one slice, real limited portion. I had pizza slice. I had for breakfast. I can't remember. I had 2 full eggs and then 4 eggs worth of egg whites. So it was like 6 eggs, right? And that was turned into scrambled eggs. There we go. And then for dinner, I had potatoes and a steak cooked lightly. That was it. That was all the food. I had that slice of pizza. That was all the food for today. So I did good. It's actually really boring. That's the worst part about not getting to eat what you want. It's super boring. I don't like to be bored. All right, give me a number. You can eat them. You just can't eat the whole tray. Not me. You got to take the whole thing away from me because if you give me one, I'll eat 3 of them in like that. So I did good today. All right. Ooh. Number. 2 oops is 2. 1, 2. Thank you. And now, set that over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Yeah, you gotta take them. You gotta take them completely away from me, Mr. A. Perez. I eat cookies way too fast. I inhale them, and that's the trick, really. Okay. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, I'm tired, man. My eyes are they're like puffy. All right, give me a number. 441. Yeah, I'm tired as heck, dude. I get my own cookie cabinet because I'll eat them all. For me, I just don't buy them at all. That's the only thing that works. 3. Moderation doesn't work with me. I'm like an alcoholic. 1, 2, 3. Karis buys brownies because I hate brownies. So she gets to have brownies, and I don't touch them, and that's it. Here's 6. Oh, cold this time. 6. Here's... Oops. So it's Hapwate's turn next. Hapwate. Oh, he pulls on his turn. Hapwate. There it is. And then it would have been Jonathan Lewandowski right afterwards. So that would have been Jonathan Lewandowski. It was sticking to Hapwate's. And then we got Miss Jen. Thank you, Jen. Okay. And here's Arturo Perez. Sorry, Mr. Arturo. And Andrew A. Martin. There they all are. Mr. Hapwate, is he still watching? How about that, man? He got a break. That being said, if Mr. actually needed help and wanted me to help him, I would. There we are. Very nice. Help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. Help. I got a poopy butt, a dooba-dooba-doo. Here's some hollows. You say goodbye. I won? If your name's Hapwate, yep, you sure did. You pulled the Final Fantasy cards. Ta-da! Now, we can start another round of that. You know, I was thinking of turning it into a $40 break. Let me do the math real fast. Let's see how we can do this, okay? 45 divided into 6 very cleanly. So it's 270 that we're looking for. So 270 divided by 40, 6.75. So it's 40 times 6. So there's $30 left over. I think there's a way to do this, guys. So we're going to turn this back into a $40 break. Oh, not the black marker. Dang it. But it's going to be 1 in 7. But there's also going to be a star card for just $30, not the full 40. So this divides correctly. All right, so this is like a mini star break. Or mini star, I don't know how to describe that. You'll understand it when you see it. So it's 41 and 7 again. There's also a star involved. Okay, Hapwate. So, you got 2 booster packs. Where'd those go? How many packs do I got for sale? Oh, I put them back into the bag. I'm so stuck. Hold on. These are yours. And these are now in here. What that means is I have a single Final Fantasy pack left. That's the only pack I have left. Cool. And let's get started. Master Hapwate. So this could be big. This could be the Chocobos that we're talking about. I'd love to pull at least one of them. Ready? Sephiroth, one-winged angel? Huh. That's cool. Summon Titan. Ooh. Lucas Stadium. Helitrooper. It's like a helicopter. Sid, free flyer pilot. Bannon, the Returner's leader. A Realm Reborn. And Mountain. Behind Mountain, we have Stolen Uniform. That's kind of cool. Fang. Ultimecia, Cactuar. Ooh, I like the Cactuar. I think the Cactuar is actually really good. Sephiroth Intervention, Resentful Revelation, and Gigantitoad. What? So the Cactuar might be gradable. It's a really nice card. Here's Stolen Uniform. Take a look at that. Cute. First time seeing this. We've opened a couple packs of these, so considering I haven't ran into this very much, I think that's probably gradable. Now, I don't know about a couple of these. They don't seem too exciting. I'm going to sleeve them together. We got this Helitrooper. More like, hell yeah, Trooper. What's the back? What's the back of what? The Cactuar? Oh, of Fang. Beast Avatar. Lucas Stadium. Okay. Summon Titan. Mill 5 cards. Return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Mr. You eat cactus? I've eaten it before. Yeah, I've had it before. Huh, weird. Okay. Good. Ta-da! Bloop. Yeah, they were selling it at Walmart, actually. They were selling cactus at Walmart. And I thought it was kind of not that good. I didn't think it was that good. Now, what do we got here? It was sticky. It's like trying to eat aloe vera or something. Right? The aloe vera plant. Okay. Here's Hero. Tella, Great Sage. Okay. The Imperial City of Arcades. Darn. I don't think we're getting a Chocobo this round. Esper Origins. Oops. Wrecking Ball Arm. A Realm Reborn. Cecil Dark Knight. And Wastes. You also have Summon Shiva and Ultros. Alright. Darn. I was really hoping for something wild to pop out of there for you. Here we go. Something real crazy. There's Cecil. I think Six had some really big luck tonight. You know, she pulled 2 packs of this for 45 bucks. And then she pulled a really high-end card out of her round. Tella, Great Sage and the Imperial City of Arcades. There you go. What? Aloe vera? They make tacos out of it. Out of cactus? Sure. We are. Well, you have to put banana in tacos. Everyone knows Swedish tacos with bananas in them are superior to Los Angeles tacos. We are. All right. I've had cactus fajitas once. Fajitas? Ta-da! So, let's see. Let's go find your bag. Grab that. Grabbing this. I bet cactus. It wasn't bad. So, not bad, not bad. That was 2 packs of Final Fantasy, and you only paid $45 for them. So I imagine even if you didn't pull Super Sephiroth or anything, those were still pretty valuable for you. A good round, if anything. Next up, we have Emmanuel Valencia, 6 Prismatics. Ooh, isn't that a whole bundle? I think that's a whole bundle. Let's try that out. You should do a collection tour video one of these days. I did make a video showing off my collection, and just a portion of it, and I said this video has to get enough views or I won't bother making a part 2. And it definitely did not get enough views. So the way I took that is there's no interest in it. So I just moved on. I do show off my cards, though. I show them off all the time. Just in little pieces, though. Not in full videos. So this was 52 minutes long. It only got 2,000 views. Maybe 52 minutes was too long. I don't know. But I was starting to show off my personal card collection. And it needed to be made into multiple parts. Here we are. Oh, it says over time it got decent numbers of views. It is. That's interesting. It says the trajectory for the views is actually on the rise. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. I watched it. Nice. Thanks, man. So there's that. But, you know, if there wasn't that much interest in that style of content, I just show them off in the shorts, you know, and those do fine. Toss that away. I think it'd be fun if I pile it all up into one spot and try to show it all off at once. Excuse me. All right. Ta-da! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Emmanuel Valencia. This is a big order, guys. This is $105. Wow. $105 to play the games. Here goes. You must be this tall to ride. Come on, baby. Now, if you're looking for a hot prismatic card, we now have a good prismatic break. It's the Heartbreak. See the little heart up there? He's still tough odds, 41 and 19, but at least he's there. He's real, and he's already graded 10. Yeah, he's definitely not free. Okay. And there we go. Very good. Not at the desk, though, because people have seen the desk before. It would be peak interest if it was more moving. Not at the desk. Oh, you think the desk gets boring over time, huh? It is Roaring Moon. It's an interesting concept. It's really well centered. Here's... Could this be a Master Ball? It is a Master Ball. I like this card a lot. The Dusclops. Big fan of Dusclops over here, by the way, guys. Okay, Dusclops. All right. Here's Hippopotas. Look at that Hippopotas. And Techno Radar. Hippodon Iron Hands. Okay, Iron Hands. And Badu Umbreon Hollow. I treat that like a hit in this set. There it goes. Because you kind of have to. All right, there you have it. Emmanuel Valencia. Well, you did pick up a Master Ball. That's not so bad. Here it is. No SIR. What the hell is this music? Listening to like Slayer over here. There we go. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. You know what we still don't have? We still don't have... Put this over here. We still don't have a Jumbo Pack Break running again. Here's Philip Webb. One live custom for Philip Webb. Philip. One cold live custom for Philip Webb. Sorry, Philip. Mr. Mime for $600. Cheap and affordable. Drowsy for $155. Nido King for $430. That's pretty good. Ah, that's not bad either. Suicune. King of Hearts. Oh. Oh my, man. Excuse me. Sarah Dusenberry, box of OP9 and 2 live. Woo! 2 live. Here comes. 1. Oh, 2. Whoa. Miss Sarah. TG1 Flareon, -10. TG1 Flareon, what could that be? Trainer Gallery? Oh, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Here you go, Miss Sarah. Okay. What am I listening to? Seriously. This is still Brawl? I skipped ahead, man. So the -10 actually affects this card right here. This card goes from $70 to $60 to entice you into buying it, because it's now $10 cheaper. All right. So, man, Live Customs is kind of short on cards right now, man. Real short. Here's Philip Webb, 1 live. Oh, man, that sucks, bro. 1 live, Mr. Philip Webb. I'm sorry, we also have to open that box for you, Miss Sarah. Philip, tonight has been a very tough night for you. Let's go ahead and get you, let's see, do we have a giveaway card? We got this giveaway card that we were still working on. Let's get you on this giveaway card. That sucks, dude. Okay, so we'll give this away very soon. They'll probably be worked on tomorrow, though. That's not for tonight. Let's get you some cards, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, some of these nice Disney poker cards. Let's go ahead and get one of these too, shall we? All right. Oof. Even these are just okay. You got the Tentacruel, though. He's pretty cool. So here's a Mulan. Here's a Moana. She's real popular. So bad tonight. Yeah, you had a tough round tonight, huh? You kept going in for those live custom breaks. And you did not evenly distribute your wins and losses. You mostly just went for the losses, huh? That happens, you know. I always warn people how scary the live customs are. Did the Metazoo gym break go off? Let me check real fast. Lord Chain is asking. So, I didn't even know you were in here. I'm so sorry, David. I would have advertised this more. We have a Metazoo round with David Smith in it, and he'd like to see it go off. $22 buy-in. It's a gym break, which means you kind of play around in Pokemon with the other guy to see who gets the pack. And it sure is Metazoo. I hope somebody pulls that very expensive Mothman out. You know, the top pull out of that booster pack just sold recently on eBay for almost $800. So that is not a joke pack by any means. You can have some real success in that Metazoo pack. Sounds strange, but it's true. All right. There we go. How do you boot? Do you got a Beedrill poker card? I do. Yes, I have a Beedrill poker card somewhere. I don't know where he is. Where would he be? I have a Beedrill poker card. I really do. Are you a Beedrill connoisseur? Sometimes you get guys who really like Beedrill, and they definitely want to collect the Beedrill poker card. I got a very rare one to sell. It's the leaf green Beedrill, much more rare than usual. There it is. I'll enter the Metazoo. All right, the Metazoo is over. Now, Metazoo is just ongoing, meaning that we just start a new one now. There it goes. I have a Beedrill collection. Nice. You're not the same guy who I sold that drawing to, are you? Or was that a different guy? Somebody had me draw a Beedrill, encapsulate it. He paid $100 for the drawing, and I haven't drawn a lot of cards since then, so it's actually a pretty unique thing. It is. I can't remember if you were the Beedrill guy. He was a guy who said he had one of every Beedrill. Oh, okay, so it was a guy, he was like a Beedrill fanatic, dude. And he said he had one of every Beedrill, and he was trying to buy up some of the Beedrills that I had for sale. And he paid me $100 to draw him a Beedrill as well. There we are. You guys probably don't remember that if you have only been with the channel a certain period of time. There we are. I did a number of drawings, and they all sold. Yes. I don't know if any are left, actually. Are any drawings left? I think the Torchic might be left. Oh, this is for Sarah, right? Not Philip. Philip just had that rough round. Oh, that's not a full art. That's an SP. Good. A lot of movement in the live customs tonight. How interesting. Live customs have been moving. There. Here's this. Oh, scoopy doopy doopy. Oh, very sexy, but not a manga. All right, and there we have it, Miss Sarah. I think you still have the Torchic that crossed the road. I thought it was a very clever idea, like prompt for the drawing, but I must not have drawn it good enough or something. Like maybe he looks too cartoony or something. All right. Okay. Ooh, man. So now we've got an order from, I see the Stevens order. That was at $4.59. This one was also at $4.59. 1 box of Korean Nikke. If it's a duplicate, please use it as a gift. You have it. Oh, here we go. All right, cool, man. Let's get rotation on these. The Ditto. I changed the price on the Ditto to an outrageous $800. Here's a nice Charizard that could also go into live customs. He's a bit pricey, but he's within the range. So that's 3rd print Charizard going in. Maybe put him in for 9. Now I'm putting it, well, he is a CGC 10. Let's put him in for 9. So he could be $20 off. I like to do that sometimes when something's been rotating and it didn't sell. I like to put it on sale and then put it in the live custom. So it's on sale. Okay. All right. Here goes. Ancient Origins box break. How many slots left? Hey, K2. You know, the first 9 spots sold real fast, and then it just kind of slowed down. But I think that it will get filled up over time. It is. You know, the price on the Ancient Origins just keeps going up and up. The longer you guys wait, the more likely it moves up in price. Took a while for the fossil box to go off, though, didn't it? All right, so I believe we've done this right. Good. Yes. Okay, let's add them to the back of the box. So this goes to the back of the box. That's how that works. Good. We're running low. And I add him to the front of that box. Okay, now we can move on to this. Julio. For my slab away, it says 570 twice. Does it really? You know, I was really tired tonight. Let's see. Oh, you're right. Boom. All right, updated. Yeah, that was obviously a mistake. Got that. So you're all good now. All right. Got it. Still 5 spots left for the rocket break. Let's take a quick look at that rocket break. Here it is. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 4 spots left in the rocket break. The rocket break had a lot of progress. All right. Here goes 1 box of Nikke. This is the special Korean Nikke. Each box has a signature. Snipping this. All right, good. How does a CGC Gemmin 10 relate to other graders? It doesn't go for as much as a PSA 10 for sure. It's hard to say exactly how much it should go for. 75% of the price, 50%, 25%, because it really all depends. Some cards are really, really hard to get a PSA 10 with, right? Like think Lapras from Fossil. Lapras is infamously difficult to grade 10. Well, imagine you have a CGC 10. Well, it's probably going to be worth less than 75% of the PSA 10. All right, I've sold a lot of CGC 10s over time, though, so they do sell, especially the more generous you get with the price. All right, here goes. Huh? Oh, I thought that'd be the signature right there. Okay, Pirate Boob Girl. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's the hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Booby girl. Hollow. Pink suit girl. All right. Doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo doo. Doo 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 doo. Okay, let's see. Here's oh, Mahara. Wow. Holy hoochie mama. That's his signature pull. I think that is a pretty decent signature pull. Okay. What the hell? Makes me think of Ivy from Soul Calibur. Did they ever remake the Ivy, what would you call it, model for Soul Calibur? Do they, first of all, do they still make Soul Calibur? Because I remember playing Soul Calibur on the GameCube, and then again, I think on the Xbox, and having lots of fun with oh my lord, with characters like obviously Ivy. There was another one too. It was a girl in a red outfit, giant knockers, a skin tight outfit. It was definitely a Gooner game, right? Soul Calibur has some of those elements in it. And he says, yes. You know, a lot of gaming companies have caved toward modernization, progressivist ideas like all these girls need to have regular sized breasts and look, you know, kind of more plain Jane. So they reworked Tifa. They reworked, oh, this music's messing up my thoughts. Tifa, they reworked Tomb Raider, they reworked the Mortal Kombat girls. There's probably more examples that I'm not thinking of. But every time a girl had like large knockers in a video game, they said, well, that's because men developed it, and therefore we need to change it to look better. And this is part of a interesting discussion people are having because of the Stellar Blade game that came out, where it's just a very sexy, very attractive girl, and that game's breaking records for sales. And this comes off the back of, not the back, this comes off the a time period where all these other Western-made games are all collapsing and failing and losing millions and millions and tens of millions, or you know, hundreds of millions of dollars, because they want to take all their girl characters and make them look like, I don't know, they're chopped or whatever. They just came out of the military or something. And so there's a whole discussion about that, you know, the sort of like perhaps the politically leaning developers versus Gooner games, right? Gooner games that just give you exactly what you want and then just sells through the roof. I may be straight, but even I love games with pretty girls. Yeah, sort of. That sort of applies to guys too, right? Like, you know, when I play a video game, I don't want the guy to look chopped. I want the guy to be like some tough He-Man or something, so I can feel cool while I'm playing as him. All right, good. Yo, all right, lovely. Okay, but it's an interesting thing, and perhaps it's sort of like a preaching to the choir moment, because maybe people at this point have all sort of just realized what was already obvious, that people are drawn towards sexiness, toward beauty, toward stricter health standards, not lower health standards, toward symmetry, toward, youthfulness, perhaps, whatever it is, all the things that will offend you, I suppose. And it's just, I don't know. That's why when you pick out an actress for your next movie, she tends to look a little better than the rest of the population. That's just how it is. It's funny to kind of go through these hoops where we're almost relearning that as a society, because we went through this very educated time period where we're like, oh, no, we don't want to be so shallow. No one too beautiful in our TV shows. No one too beautiful in our video games. Please. We don't want to offend anyone, after all, you know. And it's interesting because maybe that's coming to an end soon. Diddley had lower health standards. Jennifer Aniston has my heart. She's like twice my age. I've been playing my fair share of Gooner games. You know what I've been playing today? I was playing the Elden Ring Night Rain game finally, and it's really not Elden Ring or Dark Souls. It's truly its own game. It uses a lot of assets from those games. So there's like play, you know, like fighting mechanics and stuff like that. It'll feel like Dark Souls and Elden Scrolls to a degree. Not Elder Scrolls, Elden Ring to a degree. But it's like really, really, really separate in the actual gameplay flow, like the actual feeling of it. It's heavily, heavily, heavily team player, multiplayer reliant, and almost to a point where it's frustrating because if you get a bad team, you're screwed. It is very challenging, so that's very FromSofty. But it's very interesting because you're sort of scrounging about on a map for quality weapons before your time runs out. And then when your time runs out, you get your butt kicked by a big boss battle. That's what it is. And I've found that the hardest part is just, it's all sort of like tuned toward multiplayer. So if your team doesn't play as a team, you're screwed. You have to play as a team. And that's very different from the Dark Souls, Elder Scroll, I did it again, Elden Ring that I'm used to. What makes Ditto an error? It's a PSA 9 OC, which means except for the mistake with the centering, it would have been a 10. This would have been a 10, but it had the wrong centering. And yeah, see, where's the guiding dot? There it is. There's a clear guiding dot in the bottom corner here. So that's how it got that OC label. I hate this music. Steven Gonzalez taking the last spot in the Metazoo. And then we are wrapping up after this, guys, because I see the sun climbing. David Smith and Steven Gonzalez. Here goes. All right. Steven Gonzalez. Now, my question is, did David Smith need a card? We got David Morris. We'll make David Smith a new card with blackjack and hookers. There it is. It's sort of fun. It's fun to learn to play a Souls game in a very different way. There's a lot to learn. But yeah, I think one of the hardest parts is just keeping up with your teammates. Everyone tends to spread out instead of staying together. And when you do that, the team dies. And now there's like these abilities. There's like ultimate abilities in the game too now. So timing those correctly. All right, you ready? Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely worth giving it a play. But the problem is it's not free. So you actually have to pay money to play it. If you're a fan of Elden Ring, if you're a fan of Dark Souls, you'll probably enjoy it. It is. All right. I think if they keep supporting the game, it could be really fun. Because right now, it feels sort of like a concept. Like it feels like there's not enough content there almost. But yeah, if they keep releasing content, it could get really fun, I think. Did you see that? My message that I picked up a CGC Gem Mint 10 Ditto Bidoof? Nice. Here goes. David picking up Jolteon 110. And Steven picking up. Oh, it's a tie. How rare is that? Deck number 2 doesn't have a lot of ties. Oh, he's going to get it. There's a Electivire versus Squovit. Round 1, David. Round 2. Okay, here's Tyrant. Or technically round 3, actually. Oh, it's not enough. It goes to David Smith. David Smith takes the Metazoo pack. Congratulations to David. Sorry, Steven. Steven, you'll get it one day. You've had a couple of tough rounds there, Steven. Okay. Anyways, maybe I'll stream it sometime and I can show it off to you guys. Okay. If you like video games where you sort of are in the third perspective and it has a bit of the elements that you would find maybe in like, I don't know, like one of those battle royales. It has some of those elements. Here's the Metazoo. There's no competitive element to it either. It's strictly co-op. Okay, here's the next round of Metazoo. Okay, and then for David Smith, I need 2 more. I'm actually on a goal. 2 more losses. Is that a roll? For getting 5 losses in a row. I guess that is a pretty interesting idea. What would you like the roll to be called? Okay, David Smith. Geeky Bird, Silver Cat, Lightning in a Bottle, Stone Skin, Sam Sinclair. You got Sam Sinclair. Okay, there you have it. Big Loser? I don't know. If you come up with a real catchy title, we'll make a roll for people who get 5 losses in a row. You must take 5 misses in the gym breaks to get the roll. But it's got to have a clever title. That's really important. I feel like the title is everything. Never give up. Oh, yeah. Forsaken luck. Forsaken. Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. We're taking David Smith. Heart of the Cards, maybe? Does Sam Sinclair evolve into Mothman? I don't think he does. All right, there we go. Good. Now it's turning into Monday morning, which means Miss Alexis should be coming over. Here's an order from Hunter Tipton. He says, round of shipping. Okay, Mr. Hunter. I hate this music that's playing, but I'm busy, so I don't want to change it. There it goes. Appreciate you being here tonight, Mr. Hunter. Let's grab this. Money burner. Oh my God, what could this music possibly be? This is Smash Brothers music. Jesus. Oh, this is definitely Animal Crossing. Let's rewind. Haha, that's way better. Okay. All right. And a print. Oh, you're a towel. Oh, no, it's not letting me print. We made it this far. Come on, software. Do your thing, software. Please. Oh, yeah. Now, how much shipping we actually got? I don't think that there's actually that much shipping. I'm tempted to tell Alexis to come in Tuesday. I'm tempted to tell her that she could come in Tuesday, isn't it? Pop this over here. And what do we got going on the fee bays? Anything to ship over there? Nothing to ship on the fee bays. Well, guys, what a lovely stream. We saw breaks end, actually. The Final Fantasy break went off twice. The gym break for the Metazoo went off, didn't it? And we saw the live customs, which are a kind of break. We saw them go off like crazy. I mean, a huge chunk of the live customs moved. So people are really into these breaks. Now, these ones up on the table didn't move as fast tonight. Let's see, what did move? The Lugia break moved by 1, so he's up to 3 out of 6. And we have this brand new break on the table now. That's the Prismatic Jolteon. He's a pricey little card, so we'll see how he does over time, but his price is locked in. I wanted to do that right away because of that trade. Okay, it was another great stream. I thought it was a pretty good stream. I think the highlight from the stream was actually Six's pull from the Final Fantasy packs. But I'm really holding out for Final Fantasy clips to see if we can pull a Chocobo. I'd really like to see that happen. Like, it's not just the golden one. There's all kinds of different Chocobos. I'd love to see any of them get pulled, but we haven't had any luck so far. We've opened just about 3 boxes of it. That's not even 1 full case. So we've got a ways to go to open even 1 full case. The Spongebob packs are interesting. We sold our first Spongebob pack tonight. And yeah, interested in potentially just grading those with PSA and then selling them after they come back graded. Or I could sell them to you guys sealed or open, whatever you want with them. I feel like 35 might be a bit low. I think we could probably ring them up slightly because I don't think I'm going to get a chance to restock them very easily. How much are the Spongebob packs? I was doing 35, but I really feel like that's quite low. And how much did the Spongebob box last sell for? How much did it last sell for? Then I'll know. Tops, Spongebob, the sun's up. Spongebob box. Yeah, look, so this Spongebob box is like $5,000. Those are the packs we're selling. We're selling it from that box. But let me check the last sold on it. So it looks like, but the box seal did not sell for as much in auction. Okay, so it only went for $500 in auction. See, that's one of those things, you know. People want these outrageous, I should have bid on it at that price. People want these outrageous prices for those sets, but nobody's really searching for it in auction, though. You know, that's part of it. I don't know why anyone would have said it in auction. Like, if the guy who sold it in auction had simply listed it at $800, I bet it would have sold at $800. So even he missed out. So, you know, maybe we'll do 35, maybe we'll do 40 for the packs. I'll be realistic about it. And they're lovely vintage top series 1 Spongebob packs. I just think I'm probably not going to get a lot of opportunities to sell those very often. They do feel pretty rare. I feel like opening some weird card packs. Yeah? Well, not right now, because we just finished. It's 5:22 a.m. and I am ready to wrap up for the night. Mr. Steven Gonzalez says $5 for a Korean Nikke. Gotta leave on a win. Yeah, let's open up 2 of these Korean Nikkes. Mr. Steven. Here you have it. I hope you guys will join me for the daytime stream for Monday. We'll be back on. Maybe there'll be something fun in the mail. I don't know. You never know these days what'll come in the mail. There's no returns coming. We're still waiting for some returns to wrap up, but they're getting closer. Here we are. 2 cold ones. Oh, well, I forgot what time it was. Yeah, I'm seeing the sun come up. Oh, look. See that? That's the sun. This is the overnight stream. This is not the late night stream. This is the overnight stream. That's really what it is. This is 4th shift, or whatever you want to call it. 3rd shift, 4th shift, overnight shift. Yeah, we stay up all night to do this stream, and then I host a daytime stream too. How do I do it? I have a very tight schedule, and it's very hard to fit anything else into my life. Well, guys, I had a lot of fun, and I'll see you today for the daytime stream. See you later, guys.